Yeah, I know, but the beauty of it is, I'm, going over.
Oh yeah, the milk.
Yeah.
Foundation.
Yeah, because I messed this up. Well, I can't say I messed it up, but I underlined everything I read and understood.
That'll throw you off. Because the more you become knowledgeable in the truth,
yeah.
We had a guy in Richmond, remember that guy trying to come up? I'm going to go get my Bible. He came back. This open your Bible back up. Now it was like this, but every single line had something tied to it. He was like, you can have all that, but if you don't have to understand,
I started finding myself precepting stuff less because it already comes to mind.
Just like when we come out here, we may bring up 10 pieces.
It's ready. Not yet, but we started now.
Do we understand that?
Forgot to put on this one. It's like
reliable.
it's got it here.
Good.
There we go. I'll check.
Yes, Charles. All right, Shalom. With the GMS Virginia camp, back out here once again to do what we've been called to do. And that's prophesy. Before we get started, like always, we want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to our teachers, the elder folks of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful land. We was talking briefly before the camera went live, and the topic of the Lord's New Year came up. It made me think of how people are celebrating Easter tomorrow. And a brother pull up on their phone some history behind Ishtar and Easter. Just Google Ishtar and Easter. These people, they lack understanding and they lack the knowledge of what our Lord truly is and what He stands for. Like the scriptures say, with all that getting, get understanding. Right? We also was talking about how people are waiting on this eclipse and they're recognizing and acknowledging that this eclipse is a major sign, but they don't have the understanding behind the eclipse. All right? They'll say, oh, the Lord is coming back. For what Lord? Is it Buddha? Is it Allah? Is it Jesus? We understand that this is a major sign and a major prophecy heralding the coming of the Messiah of the Bible, whose Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. It's not Jesus. And Jesus has nothing, and Yahweh Shai HaMashiach has nothing to do with Easter at all. We just had the Passover last week. That's the Lord's Passover, not Easter, right?
I'm going to bring up a quick precept right get that down. This is this is what Yahweh Shai is speaking, man, about watching the times and the seasons, the moons, the stars, just anything that has to do with the scriptures, any prophecy, man, stay in the tune, man. The only reason why it's being so big, of course, it's going to do with the Lord because everybody else is talking about it, all right? Because whatever, so basically, like I said, the news reports, everybody, knows it, but if it wasn't in the news, Jake would have been still doing their wickedness, man. But I digress, but I'm going to get this quick precept. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 29.
Yeah, that's how people operate. As soon as they see something, then they want to get their shit together for a hot second. But if nothing happens on this eclipse, and a month pass or 2 months pass, people going to go back to just lollygag. That's how the spirit works. The scripture said the Lord's going to come like a thief in the night. He not going to come back on the day of the eclipse. You're not going to know when the Lord comes back. That's just a major sign that judgment is coming. You're not going to know when the judgment comes. Just like the C-19 event. You didn't know when the C-19 was already happening. We heard about what was happening in China. We heard about what was happening in other countries. But nobody knew that one day everything was going to shut down out of the blue. That's how the Lord operates. So you people that's hastening this sign, look, we see it as for what it is. We don't know if something's major going to happen that day or not, but we know what it is. It's a sign. We're going to continue to do what we've been doing before that sign came and after that sign, regardless if something happens on that day or not, because we're truly rooted and grounded and our mission as the prophets of Yahweh Shai. The signs of we're watchmen. We've seen many signs. We've acknowledged many signs. Blood moons, lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, the chariots. We see signs all the time. The biggest sign is us out here on the highways and byways. That you hypocritical Edomites, so-called white people who call yourself Christians, y'all will never recognize us as the Hebrew Israelites. Y'all will say, oh, the Lord came back. But wait a minute, what about his people? What about the tribe that he came from? What about what he looks like? None of that matters, but he's supposed to come back. It don't matter what he looks like, but he's supposed to come back. How the fuck you gonna know who he is? You don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The scriptures speak about the lion from the tribe of Judah.
What is his name? As I was considering. The scripture talks about the name. The name is very important. You know, I gonna know the name of the Lord. You know, people just assume, like, man, I watched this Christian video debate. You know, with one of our camps out there. They talk about some Ishmael. You know, who's in Christianity, talking about some. His name is Joshua, Jesus, and all that stuff. But at the same time, he didn't have the name. He didn't understand the name. You know, you gotta have the name because the scripture says that a name is a strong tower. Whosoever shall run it and it's safe, man.
Yeah, Khan, you know what I'm saying? And if I may, that's how you know that this is the devil. You know what I'm saying? And everything about him is, you know, hypocritical. Because you know what I'm saying, under his law, you know, you have to have a face to go with the crime. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit back and say, well, this man did the crime without first identifying who he is. Who he is, what he look like, how tall he is, how fat he is, what's his gender, what's his race. You know, they sit back and they use all these things, you know what I'm saying, to describe you. But when it comes to describing Yahweh Shem or Yahweh Shai, it's a problem. We don't know what he looks like.
That's right.
You know, why does that matter? Well, if that's the case, then why does the man who committed that crime look matter? You know what I'm saying?
That's right. And that's what the Edomites use against our people, man. You know, whatever they call, what do they ask for? What is the, you know what I mean? Give us a description. You know, what is he? Is he black or white? You know, et cetera, right? So, like you said before, to identify the person. So, if the scripture tells us how to identify who Yahweh Shai is, you know, through the scripture, it tells us in Revelation. You know, but you got it.
I got a quick precept to correct what Ayas just said. This is John chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. So you gotta believe on Yahweh Shai, as the scripture said. And the scriptures teach us in Daniel, the scriptures teach us in Revelation, which the word revelation means to reveal, the revealing of. They teach us the appearance of the Most High and Yahweh Shai. Hair like wool, right? For the people that own farms and they have sheep on their farms, they can clearly tell you where they get their wool from. They have the sheep, they grow. If you don't shave your sheep, the wool grows tremendously long and heavy on them. A sheep will be, the shit will be out here, but the sheep is this small, but the wool has reached this extent to where you have to start shaving the sheep. You have to turn it on its backside, start shaving. It's so much wool that's coming off. Now, when you look at the texture of that wool that's coming off that sheep, what hair does it look like? It looks like our hair.
That's right.
We're the only people on the planet Earth that has the woolly fro. Even Ham. Hamites are not known for walking afros. That's something the tribe of Judah in the southern kingdom was known for. Walking afros. We made afros a really big thing. This brother, I'm pretty sure he can attest to you in his younger days. The fros was a very popular thing. You know, you can clearly see who that fits. They don't fit no other nation because y'all don't have the texture of wool.
That's right.
So by process of elimination, it would tell you that the Lord Himself would have to be what you would deem an African American. Just off the hair texture alone, before we even get to the skin that was burned. As if the bronze wasn't enough, he said the bronze was burned.
Yeah.
So
black.
Yeah.
Bronze is the complete opposite of a non-melanated person. Esau is non-melanated. He doesn't have pigmentation, so he's not bronze. So they cancel out Esau. So you might want to throw Ishmael in there with Well, now the bronze is burned. So if it leaves you with any questioning of what the Lord looks like, the scriptures tell you, believe in Him as the scripture have said.
I got a precept right here. This is John 8:32. It says, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Right? This devil has pushed lies across the four corners of the earth. Right? propagating that what? That he's the true God, he is the true Messiah, he's the true people. But no, but actually, when the truth come out, what? Well, he covered up the faces of the judges.
Yeah, what does freedom means? Because it says the truth shall make you free. A nigga think because he's able to make money, he's free. A nigga think because he's able to wake up and hit an alarm in the morning, slipping, falling out of bed, bumping your head, going to clock in a 9 to 5 for somebody else's enterprise. That means freedom. Freedom is sovereignty. You are not sovereign, right? The minute they want to change what you eat, you have to eat that. The minute they want to change what you drink, you have to drink that. Why don't you have free access? Since you're free, why don't you have free access to clean water? America's water, I just did a lesson not too long ago about how a study just came out, how all America's water supply contains PFAs. And PFAs are forever chemicals that never deteriorate over time. So your tap water, your bottled water, all of that contains PFAs. Then I did a research and I looked, I said, well, where's the cleanest water sources in the world? Denmark, Sweden, Switzerland, Iceland. You can literally go up to a spring or the ocean or a public well and they said it's the cleanest water on the earth. Now, what is that a coincidence that the places where Esau lives, and not just Esau, the elites of Esau, because they're in these areas, is that a coincidence that they have the cleanest water? But you're free. You don't even have free access to clean water. You have to pay for the poison that you get.
That's right.
Yeah, Khan, you know what I'm saying? That's why Babylon is, I'm not gonna say it's the test bed for a lot of things, but it's the test bed for a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? That's why when this place is destroyed, all the GMOs and all the chemtrails and all that other stuff predominantly will be destroyed with it. You know? Because that's why these other nations, and the Lord is beautiful, the Lord put it upon the spirit of these other leaders in these other nations, you know, not, you know what I'm saying, to bring over GMO foods. You know, anything that's made here in America, more than likely won't make it over in Europe and, you know, in those places, unless it's made by China, of course. But from Babylon the Great, a lot of these leaders say, nah, we don't want your shit.
Yeah, like Russia.
Because we know what's in it. And Russia is one of them. No, anybody who brings GMO seeds from Babylon the Great over in Russia will be thrown in jail.
Say you terrorists over there if you do that.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why this place is going to be destroyed. Because once this place is destroyed and the people with it, there will be like a sense of rest, a sense of calmness from Babylon the Great. But from our perspective, when these other kingdoms or when these other heathens go into slavery, it's going to be total peace amongst the nation of Israel. That's why our Lord is called the Prince of Peace. You know? That's a title given to him from the Israelites, because you're going to be at peace, you're going to be at rest. You know? These people in this kingdom here right now are what? Vexed in the spirit, because that's all they know is vexation of the spirit. I mean, we're vexed having to deal with this bullshit, but they're vexed not knowing that they're vexed because it's a normality.
Yeah, oppression. My route, I take the work. They done built another easy pass lane. You know, going towards Virginia Beach, the Virginia Beach Expressway. But now, so you got to pay to get on there. But now, traffic is going back up because you got people coming off the expressway and people trying to cross over this way to get onto the expressway. So now it's taking you longer to get to work. So it's just more oppression and vexation. And I was listening to the elders of Connecticut, and they're saying they're building these things everywhere, all throughout Florida. They have the same pass. And that all lies into the beach system that's coming. Why do you think they put up all these easy pads? Those are checkpoints, man. And that's oppressive. I ran a fucking red light one day. That's a fucking shit. You know, you get vexed.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't advise brothers to do that. But you know, sometimes you get vexed. I ran a red light. They sent me something to the mail. Nigga, we had a camera up there. But this ain't one of the ones that had. You know how they'll tell you this is a camera. Red light.
Yeah, kind of.
They didn't have that. But that lets you know all these chicks are watching you. So you're under a surveillance system constantly. You're not free. You're being monitored by the enemy day in and day out. And if you run a red light, a fucking red light, they send you a fucking hell in the mail. This is fucking oppression, man. Fucking oppression.
That's like Ecclesiastes. It says what? Oppression surely will make them a wise man, man.
But a lot of these people ain't even.
Go ahead.
A lot of these people ain't even mad because they don't know that they're being oppressed. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got a few of them that's starting to come around and realize shit ain't right. But for the most part, a lot of these jakes are happy. Why? Because a certain door has opened up to them that they never had before. Being able to be a part of this system that would allow them to make a little bit of bag money. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, shit, I'm happy.
That's just crime.
Yeah, right, crime. Bitcoin, oh shit, I'm in. Hey, bros, you better get a part of this now. You know what I'm saying? Because when the system crash, you're gonna come out on the end of this on top. You know, and that's the bag that Jake has been eating from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, you got
it. I got a quick precept. It says, you can go to it. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Yeah, oppression it does, man. You know, it makes people mad. To a point, actually, we see it right now, and people start stealing. As a matter of fact, Dollar Tree, they about to go up now, basically $1.50 now. You know, currently right now it's $1.25. Now they're going up $1.50.
Oh, yeah,
so yeah, you know, people saying, what's the point of even calling Dollar Tree anymore?
And I think like the max is like $5.
Yeah, $5.
Like their max.
Yeah, to the point. And like I said, hey, we read the comments, man. People saying, you about to just go shop at Walmart. I mean, at that point, you know, because at least the price may be a little bit cheaper.
Growing up, everything in it was 99 cents. I remember when I was a child, everything in Dollar Tree was 99 cents. That's why it was called Dollar Tree.
Well, you know why they also raise up the prices? Yes, inflation, but what the corporation, they can go up because they have the power to do so. What are you going to do about it? You know, just like any corporation. You know, let's say it's, like you said before, it could be $99. I'm going to charge you $5. What you going to do about it? Like you said before, because what? They have no might in their hand, pretty much, man. So
we don't own the fucking store. If it was our stores, we could live the prices. But then when you look at all major corporations, they're only owned by a few families. A few families, they have sub corporations and they branch them out from there. Well, these Walmarts, Food Lines, all these major food companies, when you go to get your car parts, all of these are owned by a few families. Everything goes back to a few families, man.
That's right.
And they all so-called white families.
And of course, that's their agenda, man, to raise up the prices to keep people more poor, man. You know, and they're gonna keep you poor, so that way, what, you could rely on their system, man. Like you said, it all ties up to the beast system, man. You know, if you don't apply whatever, like I said, you can either submit to the beast system or, you know, just let's say you're off the grid, man. You know, so you got two choices, man. The majority of the people, they're gonna go along with the system, man. Because what? We don't know how to survive off the land, man. You know, and I'm talking about, man, the Lord, man, is, hey, the Lord gonna be with us, man. So, but I'm talking about you average smojos and, you know, and you 2/3 jakes, man. You know, you're gonna submit to the beast system, man. Just like that, man. You know, just like how people took the potion, you know, not just one dose, but even the boosters, man. You know, because what? Y'all people are going McAdam, y'all have no backbones, man, and y'all letting these corporations actually, you know, stick a food up your butt, man. You know, without any resistance, man. You know, go to show you. Go ahead, that was it.
If I may, Jake don't like.
And I'm talking about you Edomites, man. Because again, this is y'all kingdom.
Fine. Jake don't like spontaneous change. Jake don't like when, you know, Jake don't like when one thing is one way on Monday and you know, you switch it up on Tuesday. Jake don't like that because Jake don't know how to adapt to that. You know, the adaptation of Jake in this world is what a slow burn. You know what I'm saying? I'll take what you're giving me, but it's a slow burn. Just so long as it don't hurt, I can deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to bring the pain. You know what I'm saying? Amongst you Jakes, because what the brother was initially going into is, you know, these idols. You know, here it is, the weekend of what so-called Easter, not realizing that, you know, it is a time of unleavened bread. You know, a high holy day that matters in the eyes of the Lord. You know, what the fuck is Palm Sunday? What is that? Where they get that from? You know?
I got that.
Yep, in Babylon, you can make up any holiday, man. You know, people just accept it, man. I remember one time at my old job, man, they had different types of holidays. They had Whale Day, Ocean Day, Rock Day for this and that, man. Go to show you that this is Babylon the Great, that you can worship anything you want, as long as you submit to the beast system, man. You know, and that's why the Lord hates this place, man. The scripture says that the Lord is angry with the wicked every day, man. You know, slow and anger, great and wrath. You would, the Lord will not all acquit the wicked, man. You know, this place got to be destroyed, man. You know, people are still heading on to this, like I said, to these holidays because it's the only thing they got. You know, it's the only thing that gives them, you know, comfort and reassurance, man. You know, like you said before, they don't want to look. Like your brother said before, they don't want to learn the truth, man, because the truth hurts them. You know, hey, as scripture says, have I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth, man. You know, they hate the truth. They don't want to live in the truth, man. They want to live in this utopia of fantasy, just like the movie The Matrix, man. You try to tell them now, you know, they will try to kill us, man. You know, which they're gonna try to do ultimately. You know, scriptures it's nothing but us, but just in a movie, man. You know.
Yeah, Con, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, I equated certain holidays with certain events in my life. For example, growing up, Easter, I equated with new clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Christmas, I equated with new toys. New Year's, I equated with, you know, like at least having a couple of weeks off from school. You know, but in the end, you know, those days mean nothing because those are not the Lord's days.
That's right.
You know, and you got Jake out here this weekend doing what the Lord said not to do, following these other idols.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they wonder why things ain't going right for them. It will never go right for them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They wonder why they're sick, you know, because after they spend their time in these holidays, then they're going to turn around and eat this abominable food behind it.
That's why,
you know,
a lot of Jakes be getting killed on these holidays, man. Judgment be going on.
Yeah, right.
What? The Lord specifically gave you instructions to love the Lord with all your heart, Him only. Right? And when you going off on the side, you spiritually committing adultery against the Lord. So what? That results in your death. This is why Jakes is constantly getting put to death left and right. You're constantly on the bottom. You're always oppressed. Right? Because you don't want to listen. Israel don't consider, man. Right?
Yeah, the scriptures speak about fornication. Christians think fornication is having sex. No fucking idiot. Sex. Lord told us to have sex. He said be fruitful and multiply, but you have to do it in order, a righteous order. You can't make harlots of our women, and you can't just be out here knocking shit down and running around and leaving. But because everything is in disarray and out of order, everything is just hookup culture. But in this proper order, sex is marriage, birth children. If a man want to take another wife and he's able to provide for that other wife, it brings more. You be fruitful and multiply. That's not fornication. Fornication is what the brother went into. Adultery against your power. Serving these other gods. Right? Anything abominable or adverse that is holy is fornication. Fornication to the spirit.
That's right.
Go ahead, y'all.
Precept. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, and verse 35. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai power. Because of thy filthiness was poured out, and thy nakedness discovered through thy whoredoms, which thy lovers, and with all the idols of thy abominations, and by blood of thy children, which thou didst give unto them. You know what I'm saying? Because you Jakes have actually followed other idols, you've actually given your children unto these idols. Generation after generation and after generation. Meanwhile, you know, you still got your prophets out here. That's how you know the Lord is merciful. You know, can no one turn to the Lord and say, well, you didn't give me warning. They can't sit back and say that. Because even, you know, even to this day, the prophets are out here warning you people.
Yeah, you look at TikTok. I went on TikTok the other night, and damn, it seemed like the Hebrew Israelite thing is taking over TikTok. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know. I'm looking like, whoa. Yeah. But why is that? It's because of what we've been doing out here. We the ones that been pushing the word out. Y'all on TikTok is just enjoying sitting on your ass in the crib, posting up video, which is cool, because you're going to have a multitude of believers, but just understand who's really in the trenches doing what they've been called to do, and really the foundation of this movement, all right, of us coming back to our heritage. It starts with the prophets, it starts with the men that's out here. Thy eyes shall see thy teachers, all right? You wouldn't be able to even know the truth if it wasn't for us coming out here beginning with our little pulses and putting this camera. That's why we tell bros, the reason we have a camera here is because that's what you're supposed to do. We're in an age of technology. You don't say, oh, I go out, I just don't do it on the camera. Nigga, the Most High made the internet for us to spread the truth. You have to have the camera out here, that's part of the ministry. Even when you look at the 90s and late 80s, our elders, they had the wisdom to bring out the video cam footage. So we would be able to see our elders, our teachers. Your eyes will see your teachers. The people need to see you. All right, there's certain interactions that happen out here that when it gets recorded, people see it and the truth blows up in the world. We don't have to, name them, but it's a reason why the Lord said the camera needs to be out here for certain situations. You don't just say, oh, I'll do work just from seeing. For one, that can't even be validated. If we had to make a judgment on that matter amongst the nation, you wouldn't have no evidence to prove you've been out. How can we make a righteous judgment on that matter if we just taking your word that you've been out? We're not in that time. Right? We're in the time of the technology, the digital age. The Lord provided us with this for a reason. He provided us with the smartphone, the unicorn, for a reason.
That's right. Nobody's on their TVs no more, man. Everything is on the internet now, man. That's right. Started with somewhere in 2005, 2006, where YouTube, was still new and started becoming popular over the years, man. And now that everybody has a smartphone now, there's really no excuse at this point, man. Everybody knows about the Hebrew Israelites now, man. People like I said, even got Christianity and whatever making documentaries about us, man. And they get hundreds of views, man, 50,000 views, man. Go look on it, man. It's being spread, man, and it's going to continue to spread, man. The scripture says that basically, roughly paraphrasing, there's nothing that you could against the truth but for the truth, man. So basically, they spread the Hebrew Israelite doctrine even more, man.
Yeah, they get the most views when they talk about us. And when they be scoffed, they don't even be proving us wrong. They just be saying, y'all like this, y'all not this. Because they know if we're the people, they're fucked. Now, you just had Putin over there in Russia showing you the Russian icons. Now, he's the ruler of a superpower on the planet Earth showing you this. I don't know, and he's an Edomite. What does he gain from showing that? He don't gain a goddamn thing for that. But here it is, you got a redneck from fucking Timbuktu.
Y'all like the people of the Lord?
Nigga, if you don't get your ass up out of here, man. We the authority. We've been ordained from on high. We've been given the holy oracles, the wisdom from on high to understand not just who we are, but understand who you are, to understand the promises, to understand that this eclipse that's coming, yes, it's a major sign, but it ain't the end yet. There should be rumors of wars. There should be pestilence. There should be earthquakes in diverse places. There should be many things happening before the coming and great and terrible day of the Lord. You got the Karama that got to come. You got nukes that got to be shut off. And first and foremost, you got Jacob's trouble that's finna tax y'all ass. Ain't none of y'all getting raptured out of nowhere. Y'all finna go through some of the worst judgment ever known to mankind. You just had a dumbass YouTube. See, that entertainment shit get in niggas' head, like making content. This nigga that went to Haiti trying to interview barbecue, and they didn't kidnap his ass.
Oh, you talking about it? Yeah, I see.
For ransom.
Yeah.
Now, if they don't get the money, what you think they gonna do to him? Barbecue his ass. But just for content,
Yeah, I'm not doing wild shit.
because that's the new age.
Yeah. Watch what I do next. I'm gonna go to Haiti and interview barbecue.
Now they finna barbecue your ass. Nigga, we in a time of judgment. Perilous time. You can't bring that goofy shit you do over here in America. See, America, you're able to be engulfed in folly because we have Hollywood. We have the entertainment industry. You go to other countries, they don't have a Hollywood. They don't have these entertainment where entertainers are esteemed. Everybody worship these celebrities. It's not like that in other countries.
Man, they're looking for that next meal.
They don't have a Disney World and all this. It's just phony. Nickelodeon, these major corporations were just entertainment. They don't have an NBA and an NFL. All this dumbass shit. Even these countries that have soccer teams, it's not as big as sports and entertainment is over here. The Super Bowl, all these grand bread and services. That's how you know this is ancient Rome. Bread and services. But because everything is entertainment and folly, and America ain't in a sense of danger right now, you people feel comfortable to try that shit in a whole nother land. And now your ass is in a fucking basement somewhere, about to be put on buttons.
You funny, man.
You're kind, you know what I'm saying? You got Jake about to be an MRE. You know, I got preset barbershop.
Think about
Like we live in a country where women can dress like that. Pants, button up shirt. You can't even. Women are supposed to be covered head from toe, long dresses. This shit that women have gotten comfortable in, they're finna realize it was a horrible mistake to fall after the serpent. Because now nature is about to come back in full effect. When you look at these certain malls that are being abandoned because everybody shops online now, what is happening to those malls? The earth is claiming it back. You're seeing weeds grow on the walls. You're seeing, bushes pile up. Nature is coming back. When the economy collapses, nature is going to come out. Animals are going to come out. The weak are going to be devoured. For all you independent women, that's foolishness to think you should be independent. Everybody needs to depend on something. Even we depend upon each other. We depend upon the brotherhood. We depend upon Yahweh Shemel Shai. How can a woman say she's independent? That's foolishness. You have to depend on something to make it, especially your stronger vessel, which is the man. You need the man, and nature is going to show you that. Because when it's time for all hell to break loose and you don't have tissue to wipe your stank ass, where are you going to get that tissue from? You need a man to know, well, even if he don't know, he can at least go out and try to find shit to put together to have you, have something to wipe yourself with. Because he's a man, right? You're going to be scared to even go to certain places. So you're going to be walking around with a shitty ass since you're independent. Miss Independent. It's finna get real gory and gruesome. In reality, it's finna strike you people dead in the face.
That is true, man. I just want to add on to that because now, like I said, we live in a time where like I said, women have so much access to the internet that, they can choose whoever they want. They're trying to pick the top percent. Meanwhile, the men, they've got a rating system, which is ridiculous. But the point I'm trying to say is that now we got an epidemic of lonely men, and they quote unquote, as you would say, sexually frustrated, man.
Yeah, because they idolize the men they see on social media. Back in the day, you basically married who was in your vicinity. Because you wasn't on for looking at somebody over in China and India.
And Bumble and all that. They naturally.
So you either married who you went to school with, you encountered near your job, or you might have went on a little trip in the car. It was who was in your vicinity, right? Yeah. Now they have so many options. They can DM a guy, get DM from a guy, but even that's going to be taken away. You're going to be left with the options that are around you. You see, you women are going to be left with the brothers going into men that are sexually frustrated. They don't regard the ways of Yahweh Shemel Shai, so they're not going to deal with you as a wife, as a woman. They're going to just take your body. They're going to anal sodomize you. Right?
Yeah.
They're going to use your mouth. They're going to use every hole you got.
And they're going to kill you, right?
They're going to leave you drenched in sweat and all type of juices and just, it's going to get gory.
You got dudes out there that really hate women right now, man. Like you said before, man, they're going to kill you.
And they don't operate in the spirit, they operate in the flesh. And when you operate in the flesh, you do some wild shit. That's why when you look at them categories on porn sites, it's so many different fucking categories because these people operate in the flesh. When you just continue to operate in the flesh, you have no bounds, you have no restrictions, you'll do any goddamn thing. I'm horny, so let me see what it feels like to do you like this, flip you like this. Let me see what it make you do this and how you do that. Yeah. But when you have the spirit and you abide in the spirit, you have restrictions, you have discipline. You don't look at her as just meat, you look at her as a spirit that needs to be guided and directed. Woman, you don't need to be doing this. You need to get your mind straight on that. Yeah, you got a nice body, but your mind needs to get straight. You deal with her justly. Right? And if you do decide to conquer, you then know, okay, I'm taking you in as one of my wives. I'm not just taking you in, I'm not just going to use you just for sex. Right? And a lot of brothers might not even deal with you women because we're going to be so focused in tune with the spirit and focus on our mission. But if a brother do take you in, he's going to deal with you just because he fears his spirit. Even the women that we deal with now, we may not, whether we know we're going to be with them for our total duration here, we still deal with them justly. You know what I'm saying? And we try to teach them things, whether they hear them from bed, it's up to them. We try to, you may give them a little nugget, you shouldn't be eating that shit. Why? I ate this all my life. I'm going to break it down to them. See, when you're dealing with a woman, and brothers got to start learning this more. When you're dealing with women, you have to be the head and you have to be in charge, or it will not work. It will collapse. And not only will it not work, but it's going to stress you the fuck out. Because now you are going to be her servant. You have to tell her what it is, and that's what it is. Women have to be led. They were created to be led by men. If you don't teach them and lead them, you're going contrary to what our created their purpose to be. They only know how to operate when they're being led. When they're leading you, it's chaos and confusion. You tell her what it is and you go about your business. It's up to her whether she want to get on your program or not.
That's right.
It don't work the other way around. But when you playing these little games that the world has taught you, yes, you're going to be depressed. Yes, you're going to be stressed. Yes, you're going to be bugged. Because now you're trying to play games because you want some pussy. That's not how it works. The Lord created you to be the head. You teach them, you guide them, you direct them, and you give them time to sort it out. Okay, this does make sense. You don't go back and forth with no fucking woman. That's confusion. That's fucking madness, man. Scripture says if she will learn anything, let her learn from her husband. Not just the scriptures. If she will learn anything, let her learn from her husband at home.
And even if she doesn't believe, but if you believe that, your rib can be sanctified, that's in the scriptures in 1 Corinthians.
But that woman has to be dealing peacefully with you.
Yeah, that's right.
She has to deal peacefully with you.
I mean, landbacking on what was brought out earlier, that's how you know that this place is confusion, because you can stand here and look at a person coming from the distance and you see them with pants on, and you don't know if it's a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of these women who look like men at a distance, and when you get up on them, it's like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? You're a woman. So in the times that's coming, there's a reason why the Lord wants women to dress like women. I'll give you for an example. Let's say, for example, you're in the wilderness and you gotta stop, you know what I'm saying, to take a piss. You ain't gotta pull your pants down as a man to take a piss. You can piss on the move. But women who are wearing pants, they gotta perform 2 operations, you know what I'm saying, just to relieve themselves when if they had a skirt on, they can just piss and fucking move.
You just pull your panties down and go.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So they put themselves in the trick bag. They put themselves in a position where when Jacob's trouble happens, and trust me, it's gonna be everybody's trouble, but when Jacob's trouble happens, it's gonna be up to the point where you're gonna have to submit. You're going to wear that dress because the smart ones are gonna realize, hold on 1 second. If I gotta piss, I gotta put my fucking pants down and stop.
You gotta be out in the public.
Yeah, kind of.
They show you that in the movie The Hills Have Eyes. When the preachers, the woman, she was a military chick, and she went to relieve herself. She was up on bucket, and he grabbed her. And then they fast forward, and you just see she get rammed by this wild ass preacher thing. But that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be put in these dungeons with these men. And look, we don't want it to happen to y'all, but we do want it to happen to y'all because y'all refuse to go the way of righteousness. And we're done with this kingdom. We're done with this world. We're hastening the kingdom of Yahweh. So whatever hastens that and brings that faster, we're for that. If that means y'all have to get ravished and tortured and brutalized for that to come, then we're with them. Because the scriptures say this evil shall not come nigh the servants. If a brother tastes death, it's not going to be the same way it's going to be to glorify the names of Yahweh Yahushua. When you look at whatever a brother in the scriptures, it was to glorify the names of Yahweh Yahushua. It wasn't he got raped or, you know what I'm saying? Something crazy. And even then, if it was something that was kind of, rough, like the macadamia road was getting the tongues cut out, who was to say that they felt that? Or even if they did, because the Lord has the power where he can turn up your adrenaline, all right, your endurance, all right, your ability to withstand pain, he can turn that up and just take the spirit from you, man.
Yeah.
The scriptures do not lie. This evil shall not come nigh you. The Lord shall not put you in any too much for you to bear. There should be some of you that should not taste death. You know? But for you people out here that's wicked, the scripture say the slain of the Lord shall be many. So you really should be pissing on yourself and shitting on yourself already, seeing this conflict coming. Because it's everybody in the world, like you said, the Lord have mercy. Everybody, whether you believe it's from the Lord or not, everybody in the moment knows it's the Son because it's too blatant. I've never seen a sign this blatant in my lifetime. It don't get more blatant than that. Straight X-Gross America, the states that it's going through, you know.
All Nineveh.
You know, it ends at 144 in Dallas. So it don't get more blatant than that. Go ahead,
Con, I got a definition of that word slain that you just brought out. Slain, to kill violently,
wow,
wantonly, or in great numbers.
You're gonna have a lot of barbecue gangs out here, cannibal gangs, because you gotta think whenever we fast. Well, let's say we do like a evening to evening fast. Around about, okay, let's say you start your fast at 7 p.m. Around about 1 p.m., 2 p.m. the next day, if you haven't fasted in a while, you're gonna start feeling weak, numbness, shit. You might start having the shakes. You're like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember, early when I used to start fasting, man, I'll be on the job. I had to leave one time off the plantation. I had to just completely leave because I was just, my body was just shutting the fuck down. You got the shakes, right? But we know, but now that we've been in it for a while, we've come into know what fasting is. We know that's just a period of your body adjusting to not eating, right? During the periods that you normally eat. We know once you get past that actual period of the pain, then you become strong. And you're able to go without it, and you're not even as hungry as you usually were prior. But the average nigga, when he experienced that, he's gonna have the shakes. He gonna eat it all. He gonna run up his mouth. And it only been one day. Cause he never felt that type of pain.
It's pretty good you brought that out because we're just going through the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Which is this evening.
How many Jakes you know don't eat leaven?
No
at
bread,
all?
no bread. Jake gotta have cookies.
Chips.
Them cookie, every Feast of Unleavened Bread, them cookie demons get on there.
Also, I can't have cookies.
And it's to the point you even want to stay away from the ones that, you know what I'm saying, they say ain't nothing, like, nah, I ain't fucking with you. You know, because that's how deep we into it. But like the brothers going into, how many Jakes think? Everybody eat fucking bread, whether it's on a burger, whether it's on a hot dog, whether it's on a sandwich, whether it's in sweets. It's in leaven is in every fucking thing. It's in every fucking thing. You know? You can't even go without that. Because a nigga don't know, let me just eat my vegetables, my starch, my potatoes, my beans, my rice. You know what I'm saying? The stuff you really supposed to be eating. The Lord really give you a break to stop stuffing yourself with stuff that keep you sluggish. But people in the world, every time they go out to eat, there's leaven. So they have leaven in their physical body, and they definitely got filled with leaven in their spiritual house because they all filled with pride, envy, gluttonous. They all filled with all the qualities that Yahweh Shah. And the brother give me that in Proverbs, these things the Lord hates.
7 are abomination.
7 are abomination unto him. This is why Esau is going to ultimately be destroyed. He has every characteristic and quality that the Lord hates. Even these Edomites that you call so-called good, they have the qualities that the Lord hates, right? And as the king saw the people, you people embody and have the characteristics and qualities that the Lord hates, right? It's like you create a character on the game, you're making your play on the game, and you put his attributes up, and you put certain attributes down. Right, if you want to create a righteous player, you're going to make sure his pride is all the way the fuck down. If you're making a profit on a video game, you're going to make sure his pride is down. You're going to make sure his slothfulness is down. You're going to make sure his diligence is up. His humility is up. But if you're creating a wicked person, his pride is going to be all the way down. His glutton is going to be all the way up. His laziness is going to be all the way up. You got it, brother?
Yeah, I got it. Proverbs 6 and 16, it says, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate, It says, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. It says, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Heads that shed innocent blood. Who shed more innocent blood than so many white people? And it just don't end with the Israelites. You people have oppressed everybody in their own lands. Why is there a North and South Korea? How does that even make sense? That's their landmass. But you didn't split up. Here it is, you look at North Korea, you know, and South Korea. South Korea it looks completely like America. The women dress like America. That's where your K-pop comes from. Your K-drums. That's where you see they rapping, they break dancing. That's South Korea. It's been influenced by America. You go to North Korea, they still dress like fucking the 60s.
Yeah.
It's still very countryside. It's still very old. But South Korea is it's more cityized and industrialized because America's in control of it. You go through everybody's land, fucking with it. You look at Ukraine. It's common sense that Russia should have should make the total decisions on something that's in their backyard. If somebody can fucking bomb me from my backyard, I should have the decisions to decide how I deal with it. It shouldn't be a nation from the other side of the earth coming all the way over here telling me what I can and cannot do in my backyard. But that's what the Edomites are known for. Hands that shed innocent blood. And all you people out here have adopted that characteristic too. You niggas, you kill each other, you murder each other, right? Somebody look at you the wrong way, you stabbing them to death, you beating them to death. That's hands that shed innocent blood. Go ahead, Amor.
It says, a proud look and a lying tongue.
A proud look, a lying tongue. Who said more lies than the Edomites? You lie about every fucking thing.
That's right.
I'm watching the new Moses on Netflix. Everybody in there like a fucking Edomite. But here's the confusion, right? So, you got Ham looking like an Edomite. You got Moses and the Israelites looking like Edomites. But Jethro and his daughters look like melanated people. How the fuck does that make sense? Zipporah and them look like, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have his wife, melanated, but you're not gonna have the Egyptians melanated. That don't make no fucking sense. Confusion, a lying fucking tongue. Then you go to our region, our homeland, and you tell the Ishmaelites they gotta get the fuck out the way, or we're gonna bomb you. So here it is, you blowing up babies, you blowing up kids, you blowing up women, you breaking up families, you're destroying the earth, because all the land over there is fucked up. That's why that land gotta be torched by the nukes too. All in the sake of a lie.
That's funny. I was thinking of a lie.
Right? Sure. Because none of it belongs to you. All for the sake of Allah have you broken up families. I mean, thousands upon thousands of people have been murdered at the hands of these people. This last year alone, and going into this year, the bombings have not stopped.
No, they have not stopped.
This nigga is a menace, man.
Right? It says,
He's as, I look at the second chapter, man. He's as hell as not satisfied.
And when you look at the allotted land that was promised to Abraham's descendants, he don't even have majority of the allotted promised land. All he has is Jerusalem and some of the outskirts. So he had to draw up a fake ass bill, all right? He had to make the fake hologram of it, right? He had to lie to everybody through media and Hollywood. He had to make movies that paint himself to be us, all right? Covering the judges of the images of the judges thereof. He had to do all this, spend billions of dollars to do this, just to have a little plot of our land that he still has to go to war. And that's where your demise is going to be, nigga. Because the scriptures speak about the Lord bringing the armies to the great river Euphrates. And that's where it all began. The Garden of Eden was over there by the Euphrates River. And that's where it's going to end. And start again.
You know, like in the book of Revelations, you know, it talks about how the Israelites would, how you know what I'm saying, the 12 tribes would have their own gates. You know, on the east side, the west side, north and south. But these devils want the entire land as one continuous gate. That's not prophetic.
That's
You know?
that's a great point. Because
Yeah.
the prophecy states, and the reason for that is when you look at the old tabernacle of Moses, where we all dwelt, 3 tribes had an entrance. 3 tribes had it. 3 tribes was on the east gate, 3 tribes was on the west gate, 3 tribes on the north gate, 3 tribes on the south gate. That's how the kingdom is going to be built. The tabernacle is a foreshadowing of greater things to come. So y'all don't fit that prophecy. Where's the 12 gates? Where's even the construction for one of the gates?
Hey.
Where's the pearls at?
You should be getting this construction up for at least the gate of Levy. You know? So you fail in all the prophecies, man. Where's the Wailing Wall in the prophecies?
Hey.
Where in the history of our nation were we commanded to go to a wall and pray to it?
Yeah.
But you got Trump going out there praying to the wall, that's how we know he's a puppet. He out there with a yarmulke on his head praying to the wall. Biden out there with a yarmulke on his head praying to the wall. That shows you who money we got there. Why everybody got to go over there and pay homage? They own everything. When we say everything, we mean everything.
That's right.
Kanye tell you that. He tried to get up in that fashion business. And he said, and when he found out, nigga, you can only get up so high, now he want to cry. Everybody against me, fuck you, nigga. You sold out and thought you could get higher than what you could get. You get breadcrumbs off the devil's table. Get the fuck out the way.
Floyd Mayweather.
Did he? He got the Ciroc. He was running around year after year, dancing with the boulders, like a good old nigga. And he tried to sue the dudes that he went in partnership with for racism. And all of a sudden, though, he had to withdraw the lawsuit, right? And then they said, look, we have no more dealings with Sean Combs. They call him by his actual biological. That's how Esau deal with you on paper. We have no more dealings with Sean Combs. He has no stake in Ciroc or Deleon. Then all of a sudden, all this started happening. So you trying to get up too high, let's show you who really in control.
That's right.
So you did all that dancing for nothing, nigga. It was all vanity.
Was it all?
All vanity.
Right. Too late now. You sold your soul, buddy.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 18 says, "A heart that devises wicked imaginations."
Imagination. What is he devising right now? They say he's gonna run the sun the day of the eclipse. He's trying to do shit. Now, whether that does something or not, the point of him even just trying it is diabolical and wicked and devilish. Why are you running some goddamn machine that can potentially split an atom? You don't know the effects of that. We've never seen that.
Yeah.
You know? You trying to break barriers between the physical realm and the spiritual realm. That's ultimately what you're trying to do. Which the Lord ain't only going to allow you to get so far with this technology, man. You getting too far ahead of yourself.
Right.
But you devise wicked things.
Yeah.
What kind of man would want to put a karama in people? Well, who thinks of that? I want to put a chip. Here it is, the earth been existing thousands of years just fine by living off the earth. We eat our herbs, we eat real food, we survive. Here it is, you come and you got to build these corporations, pills, chemicals, and you got to put technology in people. You devise wicked imaginations, man.
You make up things such as taxes, you know, all that stuff is made up, man, you know. What is the idea of taxes come from? That's crazy.
Interest. You take out a loan,
Usury.
you have to pay interest. You don't just got to pay back the loan, you have to pay interest. Since you know that's against our law. That's usury. If I loan to a brother, I don't double tax on you. Hey, all right, brother, you gotta give me double back. You know what I'm saying? And that's in the old, even dealing with security in the brotherhood, you don't even ask for it back. This nigga, he wants everything back in double. He's a fucking nigga. Esau never does nothing just to be charitable.
Right.
Oh, he's going to adopt little Hamite kids in Africa. No, he's going to fucking sex traffic and eat them. A lot of these kids that be adopted by these Edomite families be going through some of the most gruesome shit.
Yeah.
I seen an article, this lesbian family, 2 Edomite chicks, they adopted these Jake children. And the bitch ran them off the, she was going through some shit in her head. She said, I'm taking the kids with me. And she ran them off the fucking cliff. they ain't right in their head. But if you would have seen Molly in the Kmart, oh, she's so nice. She got nigger babies. She adopted them. Oh my God. Meanwhile, them kids going through hell at the crib, man.
Yeah. All types of races is going up in there. Yeah.
Walking to the mall, saying,
You know what I'm saying? This bitch crazy, man.
Hey, it's even worse when you see two men that want to adopt a big child, man. I seen that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we can't have kids now, so you know we're gonna adopt them. You know, and they just give them away because you know what I'm saying. Because you know, adoption center is so big for kids. You know, it's too much. Like, you know, so just some of them just give them away, man. Because it's too much. The whole inside adoption center instead of giving it to anybody. You know, especially so-called Negro and Latino kids, they easily take it away.
Which is another reason they should want the Canaan, because in the Canaan we ain't need no adoption center. We ain't never gonna die. So your parents ain't never gonna split up either.
You know, and on top of that, they had the audacity to say, well, would you rather have them at least have two parents instead of them just being an adoption center all alone without no parents? That's the excuse.
We'd rather have them die than be with Edomites. We'd rather have the Israelite kids die than be taken in by Edomites. Because that's just straight corruption. You raised by Edomites, you might well die anyways, because you corrupted. The spirit is corrupted. They're not going to teach you anything righteous about yourself.
That shit, that movie, what was that movie? When her when she banged her baby, and then the white parent took her and raised that child, and then of course the mother, she wanted him back. I forgot what that movie was called. You know, because what the Edomite, he didn't teach her any, any quote unquote black history about himself and all that stuff.
Oh, the nigga, the blind side.
Yeah.
The football nigga, he finally came out saying, that shit was fucking loud. And they made a whole movie about this nigga being adopted by Edomite mom. He said, man, these niggas ain't raised me.
Yeah.
You know, so everything is alive with this nigga, man. And I remember seeing them and was like, oh, white people so nice. They always want to show themselves as being a savior. You gotta see them as a savior. You need them to help you. Even they gave you niggas Wakanda, and you still needed the Edomite to help you in Wakanda. This nigga in the cherry. You know what I'm saying? You look at Django. He needed an Edomite to help him free his woman. Why couldn't Django just get busy by himself and take over Edomites? Now he had to befriend an Edomite to help him get in there. They show you can't do shit without an Edomite, and they want you to think there's some good Edomites out there that helps. There was Edomites during the Jim Crow laws, protesting with Martin Luther King. I don't give a fuck. We nation-minded. What the hell an Edomite got to do with my people? If you choose to agree with what we talk about, that's cool and dandy. But you still a slave. Whether you agree or don't agree, you going into slavery, nigga. We went into slavery. We're the greatest nation on earth, and we went into slavery under you. So what the fuck you think you're not gonna go to slavery under us? How does that even make sense? Scripture said, touch not the apple of his eye. Scripture said, you know the apple of his eye. We the Israelites, we went into slavery under Edomites. So what the fuck you think will happen to Edomites, whether they be so-called good or bad? That's irrelevant. We dealing with prophecy, man. You women, you going into slavery under your husbands, regardless of how you feel about it. That's irrelevant how you feel about it. The scripture said you are a servant unto your husband, and your feelings ain't got shit to do with what you're supposed to be doing.
Right, bro. May I include Jeremiah 17:4. Even Jeremiah had to go through it. Even thyself thou discontinue from thy heritage.
Exactly. Right. You got a kid don't want to do everything you tell him to do. That's irrelevant though. His emotions to what you're telling him. You tell your son to do chores and he don't want to do it, what the fuck does that matter? Nigga, you got chores to do.
I don't like it. I don't like the way you talk to me, Daddy. I don't want these chores.
Nigga, that's irrelevant. And if you rebel, you lucky we in an ancient time. You put a bench stone in your ass. You rebellious child.
Kind of, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't have been anyway. You know, you like when you spoke about adoption. You didn't hear about another nation adopting another Israelite child. You know, because you know what I'm saying, the family structure was there. You know what I'm saying? So even if the father died and the mother died, you still had the brother. You know, you still had the grandmother, you still had the aunt, you still had the
villages. The village would take care of you.
Yeah, you know. We dealt with each other within ourselves, you know. We didn't depend upon these other nations. But so Edom has totally destroyed our system, our way of life, our heritage, you know.
Yeah, Moses was adopted. But guess what? He killed a Hamite, which was the nation that adopted him for harming the Hebrew.
That's right.
So even though he was adopted, he didn't say, well, I was adopted by a Egyptian. He took his emotions out and said, wait a minute, this is fucked up. And then he had to flee and found out who he really was and came back and said, look man, all you fucking Hamites gonna fucking die. fuck how I feel about it, fuck how you feel about it. Yeah, you my brother, we was raised as brothers. Yeah, you was my mama, you raised me as my stepmom. What the fuck does that mean? I said, well, the creator said, y'all better be just. It's irrelevant what we want. It don't matter what I want for my mother, you know what I'm saying? Or what I want for myself, even for myself. The Lord said, get your ass out here and teach. It's irrelevant how you feel about these certain things. You do what your creator told you to do, or suffer the repercussions. It don't work no other way around. You didn't create the heavens. You didn't create the realms. You didn't create the earth that you live upon. You don't dictate what you do. If you do want to move how you want to move, fine, but suffer the repercussions for it. There's repercussions for every action that you take. The scripture says just because judgment isn't executed speedily, wickedness increases. People just keep doing what they want to do because they're not being judged right then and there. Just because you're not being judged right then and there don't mean that what you're doing isn't wrong, man. It's not okay for a woman to just date who she wants to date. But because she's not being judged right then and there, she thinks it's fine. It's not fine because America taught you it was okay. And when the Lord starts judging you by the multitude, see, the Lord already judging people. He having people die in car accidents, he having people get shot, stabbed, beat up, but he's gonna start judging them by the multitude. And that's when it's gonna click in like, oh shit, what we're doing is adverse and wrong.
Airstrike hit a building, boom, everybody dead.
On the bridge, you on the bridge, planning your day off. Fuck this bitch. I'm finna get this, I'm finna get it. And the bridge blow up on your head.
That's what happened.
Niggas on the Baltimore bridge, they thought they were straight that morning.
Yeah. Especially when shit coming up there like that.
Yeah. That was judgment.
That was judgment.
Like 9/11.
Just imagine what they was thinking, man, before that, before their last, the last moments, man. They probably everything just comes back to their mind.
Yeah, you see it turning, and that's it. You can't even do nothing else. You can't speed. You can't do shit.
Wait. Yeah, Con, there was no way out of that.
There's no
Everything
way.
just came down.
Yeah.
Everything, because when you look closer, it exploded in the back. So they made sure the shit came down. That was judgment on you niggas. Yeah, it was a false flag, but the Lord said, I'm gonna put certain people on that bridge this morning.
Yeah.
That I want to die on this bridge.
Hey, like you said before, I got up in the morning, like I said, going to work. I'm gonna go to work today. I'm gonna meet the shorty, or anything can happen. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm gonna mess with dude's wife tonight. So he died.
I was
like
on
a terrible death. That's a terrible death right there.
Yeah, I was on the Gilberton the other day. I'm thinking, I'm just parked, and the Gilberton, it goes up.
Yeah.
So the stop, the red light comes on, so everybody has to stop at that. And I'm on the top, like, yeah, I'm looking at everybody. I'm trying to know the Lord can just blow this up right now. Lord, just take all this up right now. But see, we think like that every day. We don't just think like that when we see certain events. We know that the Lord could take us out in our bed.
Yeah.
Send a tsunami up the street, bro.
You don't even have to leave your bed. I told you about a nigga that died in a sinkhole in his fucking bed.
1,000 ways to die. There's 1,000 ways to die. One way to burn.
That's why you have to live in constant awareness. Awareness first, because you have to be aware of who you're fearing. You have to be aware of that the Creator exists. And then once you learn about the Creator, then you can fear Him. So you have to be in constant awareness and fearfulness of your Creator to realize this is not of me. Scripture say our life is as grass, as withers away. Even if you live 80 years, what the fuck is that in the span of time? This is a speck, a drop. We're just passing through. We're embodying these vessels passing through. Many generations have came and gone. Great people, notable people have came and gone. Some great entertainers, some great historians, some great inventors have came and gone on this earth. What should you be doing at this time? Being aware and fearing and serving your power. Because there is a time of eternity that's prophesied to come. And this is not it. So since this is not eternity, I don't give a fuck if I don't get the woman I want. Like, I don't give a fuck if I don't get the car I want. I don't give a fuck if I don't get the house I want. I don't give a fuck if I don't get the job I want. This is not eternity, so it don't fucking matter anyways. It's all good. I just pray the Lord keeps me stable and gives me enough to continue to be fed clothed and to do this work. And the Lord is so graceful that he gives us treats every now and then. He may give you a woman out the blue that you deal with for a certain time. He may give you a little extra hands here and there, right? But we know that just to be content and stable is enough for us to serve the Lord. As long as we're able to do this, the scriptures say the whole duty of man is to serve his power. We know the true creator. We know our true purpose. That is a gift. That is a blessing. People don't know their purpose. They're running around to and fro not knowing what the fuck going on. As long as we're able to do this right here, we have fulfilled everything we can ask for. As long as we can come out here every week and do this is more than enough. If you get some extra, that's a treat. But you should be content that you're able to do this. When you look year after year that you, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you go through, you're still able to do this, that shows you the Lord got you. But how many times we miss camp? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and if we did, we made it back up the next day.
Sometimes when you go on a trip with us, sometimes you may do 2 or 3 camps. In that 1 week.
Exactly. You still serve the Lord. So throughout all the years that we've been out, no matter what we've been through, no matter stress we went through, no matter the jobs that we've lost, the people we've encountered, no matter what we went through, the Lord had us out here that week. He still allowed us to fulfill our purpose, the true purpose of man. So that shows you he loves us and hates them. Because no matter what we go through, we're still able to serve you. How about Shmuel Shah? It don't get better than that, man. It don't get better than that. Because everybody, all you people are gonna fucking die. But see, if we taste death, which it's not even a guarantee that we may die, but if we do taste death, we fulfilled our purpose. Mm-hmm. You haven't.
That's right, because at least, like you said, we go like a sparrow, we'll look at us with our track record and say, what? Hey, you had a decent track record. Better than having nothing, right? Better than being a nigga in the world doing all type of wickedness, and they come and they go back to spirit world and they have what? Zeroing a bank account.
We have works. We have works. The scriptures say, I'll show you my faith, but I'll show you my faith by my works. We have works that we can take with us to the spirit world. You niggas have no works. All the works that you have are on earth, and all the works therein shall be burned up. If everything on earth is going to be, if everything practically is going to be burned up, right? Now you're going to have certain countries that's not going to taste the bleach, but everybody's going to, work is going to be tried anyways, in the spiritual fire too. If everything's going to be burnt up on earth, right? What are you taking with you to the spirit realm? Nothing. But if a brother happens to taste death, he has many works to take with him to the spirit realm.
That's why
he can say, oh, he glorified the name of how about you right there? He was praying right there. He put up them videos. He went to camp right there. He was charitable to that brother right there. He did that right there. He helped the brother right there. He did this right there. He did this. You got works. You got work, so you got a chance, brother. Yeah. A nigga in the world has no chance.
He has negatives in his bank.
Yeah, negative. He got negatives.
Absolutely none.
When we go before the judge, we have a chance.
God.
At least there's something to talk about.
God.
The mediator got something to work with. Yeah, how much I can, let me see, because he's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Let me see the paper. I got something to work with. The lawyer needs something to work with. He can't get you out if he ain't got shit to work with. A nigga go to the spirit realm with the paperwork.
Oh, damn.
Satan got some paperwork.
I ain't got nothing to defend you with. I can't defend you to the judge.
Yeah.
But when we go there, we got paperwork. Yeah, we got sins, but we got works and righteousness. Like, hey, yeah, he was a sinner, but Father, you know everybody's a sinner. Look at the work stuff. Look at his righteous works.
That's why,
yeah.
Again, that's what Yahweh Shah's there for. To what? Because he's the mediator for our sins.
There you go.
Because the Lord already knew.
That in Hebrews.
Yeah, because the Lord already knows, like I said before, the Lord already knows that we're going off. And like I said, it's impossible to take care of everything because we're in the flesh. That's what Yahweh Shah is there for. That's why we praise Yahweh Shah, man. Because he's the Redeemer, like you said before. He's our lawyer, you know what I mean? Before the judgment seats at the Heavenly Father, we just can't go to the Heavenly Father, the judge, and say, yeah, I'm innocent. Yeah, I don't need a lawyer. I'm going to go there by myself. That's asinine. Just like, for example, if you go to court and you know that what? Yeah, you can go without a lawyer, but it'd be best to have a lawyer with you to back you up, because you can't speak on yourself. A lot of people can't, a lot of people can't speak on themselves, go against the judge, because what? They don't know what to say. Hey, some of them even basically never been to court before, so what are they going to say?
Yeah, I got a precept right here. Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of Yahweh. So everybody's a sinner, right? But this is what we have as we continue. Verse 24. Being justified, this is how we're going to be justified, being justified freely by his grace through the redemption being brought back, right? That is in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. So he redeemed us by his blood, whom the Most High have set forth to be a propitiation. Let's get that word propitiation. Right? So Yahweh Shai is a propitiation. Getting it in the blue letter. It says, relating to an appeasing or expiating, having placating or expiating force, a means of appeasing. So he's there to appease the Most High. Romans chapter 3, starting verse 20. He's there to appease the Most High by his grace that he gives to us. Right? It says, whom the Most High has set forth to be a propitiation through faith in his blood, to declare his righteousness for the remission of sins that are past through the forbearance of the Most High. So everybody's a sinner, but the difference between us and them is that we know Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. You even got Hebrew Israelites that don't know the name Yahweh Shai.
It's true.
They got the wrong name.
Yeah.
So we have a great chance if we endure unto the end.
Right, I got a precept. Hebrews chapter 6 and 10, it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shewed.
What verse you started at?
Start at 10.
Romans chapter 3.
Yeah, 3 started at 23.
I'm going to read it again. Hebrews chapter 6 and 10, it says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. Right? Because that's going to be a good record for when we go sit before the seat, before the Most High's judgment seat, right? You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a script full of what? Righteous deeds, how much we did, how much we put in that work, man. How much money do we got in our spiritual bank account, right? The Lord's not going to forget that. It says, and ye have truths for his name, right? We prophesied in Yahweh Shai Shai's name, day in and day out, in the rain, in the snow, in the cold. That's going to look as a good record, like the brother said, for when the time of judgment is.
That's a beautiful point. It says show toward his name. That name is so important. Like we have to be so grateful that we have the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. I mean, every day I just throw the names every day throughout the day. Why Yahweh Shai, Elohim La Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh. I mean, you uplift those names. Those are the names that was only given to a few. And when we speak those names, we're building a rapport, relationship with our Father and His growth. They hear us when those names have been, brought forth. So we actually have a relationship we've developed over the years. They know us, right? Yahweh Shai ain't gonna be like, get away from me, I don't know you. He knows us because we've been talking to him. You know what I'm saying? We've been calling on his name. So, we don't know if we're the elect, but we know we have a relationship right now with the bridegroom. We're in a relationship with the bridegroom. We call him by name. We on a first name personal basis with Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
This is 1 John chapter 3 and 1. It says, behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Right? The Lord is calling us sons. Why? Because he gave us this true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's a gift from above. That shows you that he truly cares about us, right? All these other camps, they really don't got the truth. They don't got the names of the Lord like that. They call him on Yeshua, Yahuwah, right? They call on Christ. So that's not going to deliver them, right? They serving other gods at that point. That's not going to deliver them in the time of trouble. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, that shows that the Lord don't have favor on them. The Lord ain't going to have mercy on them. Right?
And they haven't been developing a relationship with the bridegroom, because he only going to answer them who call him by name.
Right.
So, yeah, okay, I'm such and such from the tribe of such and such, but you don't know the bridegroom. He's coming back for the bride. So you got to know the name to be taken in the chariot.
Upon you, upon me.
Exactly. After the marriage happens, the husband takes the wife, they go in a vehicle and they go to the honeymoon. The husband ain't taking nobody that don't know his name. Wait a minute though, but I know such and such that know you. No, but I haven't built any relationship with you. This woman here been talking to me every day, waiting on me, doing what I've been doing what I've told her to do. Now she gonna go with me in the honeymoon, and we're gonna go off, dip off. That's what's gonna happen when Yahweh Shah comes back and the fathership. He coming to pick up the bride, and we going to the honeymoon. The marriage supper of the Lamb.
Right, as for the other people, you know, they're gonna be them unwise virgins, man. They didn't trim their lamps in time and get enough oil, right? They're gonna get thrown out the supper, thrown to the fire, man. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, for the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work or labor of love, which ye have shewed toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints that do minister. Right? We minister and we're on the highways and the byways, prophesying these scriptures, right? To the best of our ability, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to seal the elect, hopefully. Right? It says, and we desire that every one of you do shew the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end. Right? So we're going to be diligently doing this thing. We pleading with our people to come out and do what they need to do, right? Follow the law, statutes, and commandments, keep the faith in the Lord, most importantly, right? And what? So we can all be delivered from this hellhole, man. Right?
Yeah, that solar eclipse is a sign to the bride.
Yeah.
It's not a sign that you heathens about to be delivered. You out of your goddamn mind.
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
out here doing all type of wickedness. We done built up y'all kingdoms, and y'all think y'all about to just get delivered? Are you out of your fucking mind? The Hebrew Israelites don't even know who they are. You got 2/3 of the nation that's still got to be dealt with. So look, the chosen nation. How the Lord gonna put you before his chosen nation? How the fuck does that work?
The scripture says that judgment must begin in the house of Israel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
For the nation of Israel to teach the other nations, they have to be corrected first. But you Christians think the wild branches are talking about natural heathen nations. That's not what it's talking about. It's talking about wild Israelites being brought back, redeemed back to their heritage. How can you put a heathen before the chosen nation? He already told you he have dealt with them. He have not dealt so with any other nation. As for his law and statutes, they have not known them. He ain't written no covenant up between y'all. He ain't written no laws for y'all. The laws that were given at Mount Sinai was given to us to get us right so we can then be head over the earth and teach the rest of the nations.
Right?
It don't work like that. Here it is. The chosen nation is still in slavery, this right. But Edomites about to get beamed up out of
That's
America.
right.
Are you out of your goddamn mind?
But the Lord will make a new covenant, though. But who's going to be the covenant with again? The new covenant. Okay.
Which Hebrews says it point blank.
The house of Israel and the
That's
house
right.
of Judah.
That's right. It tells you. It didn't say no other nation.
Yep.
It didn't say the Moabites, Edom. It didn't say no. It just said Israel. Just Israel alone.
I got it twisted, you know.
And on top of that, it ain't no spiritual Israelite either. You know, that's what I like to say. Spiritual Israelite. And it said what? According to the flesh.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta go ahead.
No, y'all should say something.
Oh,
Yeah, Khan, you know what I'm saying? They got it twisted, you know, because the scriptures say that Moab should be my wash pot. When is that gonna happen? You know? Ham, you know what I'm saying, is supposed to serve Israel. When is that gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So how is everyone gonna be saved in the kingdom, you know, where they're gonna be on top?
That's right.
You know? Esau. You know? He shall not find repentance.
That's right.
You know, but here it is. This devil seems to think that, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua changed his mind. What the scriptures say? I am Yahweh Shem Yahushua. I changed not.
That's right.
The Lord's not the author of confusion. Because he ain't gonna fuck up everything that he already said, but that'll make him a liar. The Lord is not he that should repent.
Khan, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a man that he should not lie.
Yeah.
Men lie.
That's right, Con.
Men lie. You know?
That's
the Lord
right.
ain't gonna lie.
Like, what scripture say? Let God be true and every man a liar.
That's right.
Con. As a matter of fact, we might actually have a special spot for the heathens, man, but it's not going to be what they think it is.
Yeah, I got a quick precept for that. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10.
Right.
And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee, which means servant.
Con.
For in my wrath I smote thee.
That's right.
You was getting whipped. Right? The fiddler just died
Con.
from Roots. He shows you in Roots how we was getting beat the fuck up. Right? For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor I have had mercy on thee. So when is that gonna happen? The sons of strangers gonna build up our walls.
Who's gonna build the 12 gates?
You know what I'm saying? Kings don't. When the last time you seen a king get off the throne? You got a crown on his head. He out there shoveling. He got dirt all over, sweat. Now, if he want to do that, he can. He the king. He do what he want. But let's deal with reality. Kings do not build up their own kingdom. The word kingdom means to have subjects. You have to put somebody under subjection. A king has subjects. That's what a kingdom is. Who's the subjects and who's the kings?
Just like, for example, if you own your own shop or your own business, you're not just gonna work for yourself. What are you gonna do? You're gonna hire other people, which is what your employees. You know the word employee means slaves.
Yeah.
To do your work for you while you reap the benefits. Just like how the elites are doing, man. You know what I mean? They said people puppets in certain positions for them to do their work.
Yeah, like El Apostle Paul said, if we get in the kingdom of Esau beside us, chilling the king. I'm gonna kill Esau and the king. I know, like we've been in America getting our ass kicked. We go to the kingdom of heaven. This nigga sitting at the table with us.
Doing like this.
Dragon Ball Z.
Doing like this. Like waving at you.
Spiritual
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He looking at you at the other end of the table.
You know? That's madness, man. And then the nigga don't even have pigmentation, man. That's adverse to nature, bro.
Hey, you even said it yourself. How can they go in the kingdom? How they gonna be righteous when they unclean in the first place?
Yeah, you unclean according to the law, nigga.
You can't enter into the temple.
You have leprosy according to the law. Your whole nation.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you? But you about to be raptured. Fuck out of here.
Rapture to slavery.
You niggas are wild, man. But that just shows you we was going into it. We didn't finish it all. But the characteristics that the Lord hates, that just shows you how proud they are. To think that they can be Christians and just get raptured and don't even regard the Israelites. The true believers. We don't have to. Let's skip past this TikTok video that's saying that the true people of the Bible are black. Let me skip to, rapture. Yeah, we're gonna be raptured. Y'all, Jesus coming. Because that's what they do. They skip past the videos about us.
Yeah. I got that definition for propitiation.
Oh, I brought it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I brought it up.
Do you still want something the Lord hate?
Yeah, let's finish that over.
All right. This is Proverbs chapter 6 and 18. It says, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, right? Feet that be swift in running to mischief, right? A false witness that speaketh lies.
This nigga's a false witness.
Sure.
This nigga's a fucking false witness.
That's what he did to Jake. Some of these movies. I forgot what movie he played with Jamie Foxx, where he said I forgot what it was, where this Edomite died. Edomite killed her, but they didn't know that though. But it was Jamie Foxx. It was Jake. Long that he was taking down trees. Next thing you know, he got arrested and falsely accused. It was a movie with Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx. I forgot what's it called. It's called
Fruitfield Station? Not Spawn.
No, I forgot what's it called.
Oh, the lawyer shit.
Yeah, the lawyer shit.
Yeah, the nigga. Yeah, think about all the cases where Jake was put in the electric chair.
Oh yeah, that kid. They got falsely accused. Yeah. Got his name.
It was a nigga. A nigga raped me.
Yeah.
But she got raped by her own man.
Yeah.
She got beat up by her own man. But she goes,
Nigga raped me.
Mm-hmm.
you look at Black Wall Street, what happened? Jake was in the elevator with a Edomite chick. She said he did something. So they went to war with the town.
Yeah.
And they burnt up the town, killed the people in the town, the people had to flee. They had planes flying over, dropping bombs, man. Over that town, man. Tulsa, Oklahoma. False witness. Over false witness, nigga. And that happened many, many times.
Yeah.
You false accused Jake over and over again.
It's still happening.
Still happening.
The accuser of that brother.
The accuser of the brothers. And every time you come up here and you say that we're not the people, you're a false witness. Because we'll bring up the curses. We'll bring up Deuteronomy. And then it clearly shows you who it fits. Nobody else fits it to a T like how it fits us. But you would say we're learning.
Right? The scripture says it'll be upon us for a sign and a wonder. And this is a declaring indicator that we are those people, man. He fit every curse in this book.
Oh, they should go in the ships with each group. Oh, that happened back in the old time. When you rule ship slavery, what's gonna come up? The transatlantic slave trade. That's the biggest event in Earth's history dealing with slavery. The transatlantic, there's no slavery that took place that's bigger than the transatlantic slave trade. Not even close. The financial benefit, the resourceful benefit, the things that it did for all the countries in Europe, what it did for America, what it did for any nation that got involved, it built them up.
Yeah. They all got involved.
Look at this shit.
You know, not just in the last century. You know, like I said, man, Jake went out before going to old, then went to India. Jake went in Japan. He got sold by the, like I said, by the Spaniards, or but you know, by the Spaniards, by the Europeans. You know, that's why they got, you know, that movie, what, the first Black Samurai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, they showed that in Samurai Champloo, and you know some of the other animes. What's the movie they showed on Netflix you talked about? Yosuke? I think Yosuke. Yeah.
He said Netflix, right?
Yeah, Netflix.
Yeah, Manifest Destiny, the Gold Rush, the Pilgrims coming here. What y'all had to do to come over here? You had to take the land from the Native Americans. Oh, the movie that we went to go see, Flowers of the Moon. Pillars of the Flower Moon. That long ass movie. They was marrying, Esau was marrying the Gadite women to take and killing them off to take their money. Oh, I'm her husband, so everything passes down to me. Which, you know, we can only fault Esau so much because if that movie is completely historically correct, we gotta fault the Gadites for marrying marrying your oppressor.
Yeah. You know, because, you know, Gad amongst the tribe, Gad and Reuben, you know what I mean, they was trying to sworn allegiance to their adversary, man. You know, which they got done destroying their adversary. Now they turn on you.
In the movie, all her sisters died, but she's still fucking with us. Still don't realize this nigga is in cahoots with everything that's happening in the town. But all your sisters just randomly down, they all got eaten by bitches. You know? But that just shows you, hey, this nation has never profited you, has never benefited you. Anytime you have dealings with it, well, as Diddy. Did it profit him going into business with Edomites? Now he has been defamed. You can't come back from that. There's nothing you can do because once Esau puts you in his media like that, which his media is one of his biggest sources of witchcraft, once he puts you in that light, in his media light, there's no coming back from that. You have been defamed. Everywhere you go, people are going to think of you as a homosexual, pedophile, a rapist, sex trafficker, no matter where you go. So you're done. There's no coming back from that. They did the same thing with Michael Jackson. Now, Michael Jackson was weird, but he wasn't no fun. He wasn't dealing with them kids, man. Like Paul Mooney said, he wasn't a pedophile, but he was X-Files. He fucked his face up, but he wasn't fucking running around fucking kids, man. But they do that to defame. But that's what Michael get for dealing with Edomites, wanting to be accepted by Edomites.
They won't play my video on MTV.
Television.
You want to be accepted by E, but then when E turns his back on you, when the serpent bites you, now you want to scream pro-black power. They don't care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care about it. Nigga, we've been through that. Jake want to sit at the table with the devil, then when the devil bite him, they want to turn black pro-black. It don't work like that, man.
Jake is a double-minded man. He said on his ways, man.
Jake is fickle.
Yep.
Jake is fickle. You know, he'll go wherever the wind blows that he thinks will benefit him. Not realizing through the scriptures, the Lord told you, trust not thine enemy.
Jake's still worrying about reparations, man. I'm like, come on, man, y'all not gonna get it, man. And even if y'all did get it, look on the Dave Chappelle show. Like I said, Jake gonna put that money right back into the, you know what I mean, into the system, man. Buying dumb shit. They buy Newports and all that, but look at that shit, man.
Newports,
you know, basically just doing all types of.
Them niggas Edomites. Because his father was in front of them. And mom or Jake, but their father was in front of them. So they take it. When the Lord come back, he wipe his ass out.
Right.
But they have woolly texture here.
No.
So it ain't all about the impurities either.
That's about the spirit.
The spirit.
That's right. Because you know, genetics sometimes you may, like I said, you may be, depending on what they shoot for, like I said, you may get the traits of your opposite nation, man.
Yeah, because you sit in your mother's womb. And you're up to 9 months. It could be a month, or it could be 10 months, a little longer, depending on the pregnancy.
So
But average on 9 months. Even the scriptures tell you that. So you're going to take some of your mother's DNA because you're sitting in her fucking womb and connected to her. Right? You have the umbilical cord connected to her. Right? What she's eating is going to you. Right? And you may have her teeth, you may have her ears, you may have her eyes, but you don't come from your mother. Anytime you listen to a woman talk about her children, like they may see a child and be like, oh, he's tall.
Well, you know, on my cousin's side,
She'll never bring up what's on her husband's side. It always goes to what's on her side. Because women are naturally selfish like that. You know?
Hey, just like you know, hey, some of you know what I mean, hey, some of our brothers and I can't when they got children sometimes, you know, sometimes they look like their mothers, man.
Yeah.
And it's like dang, but again, he's an Israelite.
Straight Israelite, straight jerk.
Yeah, like I said, these other camps they wouldn't tell you. I mean, they just say, you know, they just assume, oh, you're an Edomite.
Got blue eyes, you know?
Yeah,
May have blondish hair. That's Israel all the way. The scripture say we'll become what? A speckled bird.
Yeah.
His heritage is a speckled bird unto him.
That's right. You know, but some of the other camps, you know, they don't know that, man. You know what I mean? They just assume off, you know, like of the eye of the appearance, man. I'm going to show you that they don't got the wisdom, man. You know? No, it takes wisdom, like I said, to what? Discern spirits sometimes, man. You know what I mean? These other camps don't die.
Yep.
You know, that's how I want to sound that, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's hard to, sometimes it's hard to tell who's an Israelite and who's not, just on first basis, because not all Israelites got rhythm, not all Israelites like the same foods, and Israel has been raised differently, in different areas, different regions, different cultures, so he may come off as a straight Israelite, but he can be a straight Israelite. It all matters. That's why it matters about the saints now. It ain't about the whole nation. It matters about the saints. Because only the saints are going to be engulfed and embody the whole truth, have the names, have the true doctrine, and endure to the end. Only the saints are going to be. So that's going to be the distinction from the tares and the wheat. You know? Where we at?
Finishing off, it says, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. Right?
And Esau always warned against each other. Democrat versus Republican.
That's why his kingdom is falling, man. That's why the scripture talks about if Satan go against Satan, how shall his kingdom was thinking?
How you got a kingdom, but you got two separate, governments, Republican, Democrat, man, writing up bills. How does the country run like that?
Now they talking about civil war, right?
Which they've already had civil wars, which shows you this man is diabolical, man. And that happened in our kingdom. That's why we in the state that we in now, Jeroboam and Rehoboam. How the hell can a kingdom stand and you got one brother saying we should do things this way and another brother saying we should do things this way, but they both Solomon's sons. So now the nation like, what the fuck? Well, I guess I just follow who I like. Because they both come from Solomon. You know?
Yeah, that's why the prophet, I think in chapter 12, when he came, he had to rip I forgot what's it called.
He's tore his garment.
Yeah, garment
to represent the kingdom being
split. Yeah. You know, the northern kingdom, they went that way, the southern kingdom, they stayed, man. You know, you see what happened in the northern kingdom over the time, they started worshiping that golden calf, and then after that, they just kept going, wicked to the Lord. He sent them away, man, to the other side, man. You know, until that time came, man.
Yeah, Canaan and Divided cannot stand. That's why you have to be on one accord. You can't just say, oh, just because you're a Hebrew Israelite, we allow you to get. No, you gotta have the name right, you gotta have the doctrine right. Because we can't be one body and have disagreements in the doctrine.
Right.
You talk about we gotta keep every law perfect.
Right.
Oh, Paul's writings don't matter.
And that's just like this be going on with the quote unquote with this guy named Pastor Darwell, you know what I'm talking about? I know him. And then Darwell, and then this guy I used to watch, back a long time ago, inside of the keywords like they call Rango TV, so to speak, But they both going against the other. One saying this and that, and then then Rango talking about Pastor Darwell. He's basically nothing but a mega church tyrant, and guys people worshiping him and all this stuff like that. But they supposed to be quote unquote on the same accord somewhere,
On discord among brothers. They not really.
But they both going off at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They both got the wrong doctrine, so I mean, you look at it, it's like they both going off. One of them still got dreads, and the other one is just past the pork chop. You know, they got Edomites in this camp, you know, so it's, you know.
CIA's operatives in this camp. Make sure they don't teach the right thing. You know, some bogus shit, man.
Then you got one of them, not somebody else, you know, and you got people just, that camps just doing their own thing. You know, they don't believe in the 12 the breakdown of the 12 charts, man. So it's all out of whack, you know, going on in the so-called Israelite community, man.
Yeah, all the tribes are black. If they ain't black, they can't join.
Right, you don't believe in the 12 tribes chart, but the founder of the 12 tribes chart kind of broke down the Hebrew the correct way, but you don't believe in the 12 tribes chart? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? That you shouldn't believe in the true names then, right? Bunch of niggas, man. They don't. They don't.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like I said, a lot of them just, like I said, they won't make to be teachers, man. You know, some of them just need to shut the fuck up and just load their road, man.
Yeah, everybody not a teacher. You know, everybody not a teacher. Even like that guy, I've seen Rose put him in the chat where he's saying he's the king or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come on, man. Having a conversation with that nigga is even a waste of time. Nigga sit here paying property tax, talking about he the king. It's like, and then a woman right beside him. It's a joke, you know? That's why that's another thing to be thankful for, that we came up under the right teacher, right roads. We couldn't have ended up on the nasty neck.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, man. Now all of a sudden, I'm pretty sure if I'm late or not, but you know, this Nick basically, man, he got an app now, man, where you can go to IUIC TV joint. You go in the Apple Store, Google Store, you put in, you know, up here, nice to go on Google or Apple Store, put in IUIC.TV, something like that, and then now you can go get all his classes through the app.
He got that money. He got that money.
He's juiced.
He's juiced.
He's actually juiced now.
Nah, that's crazy.
You gotta
man.
get an app developer, all that.
God, that's crazy.
That takes some money.
Contracts.
Constantly updating the app.
See, that's crazy though, you know what I'm saying? Because here it is, you know, you're getting something for free. Even if you don't come out here on the highways and byways, you get this information for free. You're hearing it, you know? But Jake's ears can't discern truth from lies.
That's why
he's in the world, you know?
Now, Joanne, too, because you know, man, with Jake, you know, you gotta be spectacular. You know, you gotta make yourself different. What I mean by that is, you gotta start editing videos a certain way. You gotta make it entertaining. You know what I'm saying? You know?
That's complicated.
Yeah.
You know?
That's complicated. You gotta go home and edit shit for 5 hours. You gotta edit shit for 5 or 6 hours just to get your point across.
That's what he got servants for. You know, to do all his work. That's what I'm saying with the app and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not just him doing this, but you got other people doing it.
Yeah.
You know, editing video, making different channels and all that stuff. And, you know, got to preach to the women and sisters and stuff, like, you know, all the views. That's how he does it, man. And like you said before, he got the money.
The dude got a recording studio team. He got a recording studio team, you know what I'm saying, to bring out these top-notch videos. And you know, you heard it when, you know, he had that interview with that guy.
There's really, it shows you he's set up because, he sold out because why would you take that precious moment to bring us up? You know what I'm saying? This was like some grand thing.
Israeli through interview IUIC.
Why you bringing us up in your interview? You didn't make a point to bring nobody else. You made it a point to make sure we're known as the bum R camp that goes around our people. You know, he made a point to put that out there, so that shows you he sold out, and they had to make it a point that don't follow us. But it ain't gonna work, nigga, because those that are meant to follow is gonna follow the righteous. You can't stop who's gonna follow Yahweh. We don't want the multitudes. You can have the undesirable Israelites that like to get lineups and like to look cute, and then it's for the wrong reasons. We don't want that bad fruit. We want fruit that's gonna last.
Fruit.
We don't need all them subscribers and comments. That ain't what the Lord's with.
The Lord's not fishing for everybody.
A lot of them people get wiped out the first wave because you're not even teaching them about the troubles that's coming.
Right.
And what they got to do? Fuck out of here. We're not here for the multitude. We're here for the sincere. Those that are willing to sacrifice everything and endure, sacrifice whatever it takes when the time comes. You think we care about you calling us the bum camp? That doesn't. We made a sacrifice already to forget about what people think about us in the world. we're not looked upon as cool amongst the Israelite community. We don't care. Yahweh Shah wasn't looked upon as cool amongst his own people. He's a servant greater than his master. No. So we'll deal with that. We'll deal with being the bottom camp of Israel. But really, we the top camp.
Like one of the brothers said, if you are loved by this world, you should be fucking worried. Right? You need to do a real good evaluation. Because the prophets of the Lord will always hate you. Always, man.
See, that's the thing though. Everybody in G1, correct me if I'm wrong, brothers, but the men of GMS are prophets. You know? Yahweh Shem Yahshua said, I have sent forth all of my prophets. You know, so you know, like when you look at these camps, only a certain few actually speak forever. You know what I'm saying? When that camp goes out and go to that corner or whatever, there's one man preaching most of the time. Whereas when you enter in the true prophets, the true servants, any one of us can talk. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know, even if it's just milk.
Yeah, they don't build their men up to be able to be prophets on their own. When brothers come in, you got to build them up. You know what I'm saying? Now, not everybody's going to make it to the same level or the same understanding, but still, everybody has their opinion and their gift that they've been given. And you got to make sure that brother reaches his full potential with the truth. You don't just keep him as a fucking standby bodyguard. And he don't know no breakdowns, no prophecies.
Right. You basically making him hide his talent in the napkin, bro.
Yeah.
If they have
If
the
he
talent.
even got a talent.
Yeah,
A lot of these niggas ain't even got a talent. They sit up there with a line up on their bed, goatees, dreads, t-shirt with the fringes on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Concerned about how they look. Fitted caps on and with shades. They got fitted cap shades on like this, holding posts.
That's all they do.
The whole camp.
Yeah.
Is that a prophet or is that a damn bodyguard? You can't even go to him and be like, yo, break this down for me. He don't go. Whoop. Don't knock my head off.
I have yet to see one person walk up to one of them camps and say, let him break it down.
Yeah.
They don't do that. Nah, bro, we got one speaker. I mean, granted, you know, let things be done decently and in order.
But we know what you mean. No, that's only God to stand though. Like say, he can't speak for himself. No, nothing, man. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes we switch up the speakers sometimes. But that's his main job. Yeah. Let me get this quick precept. This is 2 John chapter 10, verse 1. And it says, look to yourselves that...
And this shows you the difference anyway, because when a brother first comes in, the brother has that fire where he want to speak because he got the spirit on, but you gotta teach that brother discipline, when to speak, how to speak. You know what I'm saying? But those bros, they don't have that fire with them.
Yeah, can you give some of them over there? Because we got two people.
Yeah,
You did? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Water.
Going out for some water.
Appreciate
Watching
that.
videos.
You know what I heard?
Good to see y'all.
You know what I heard?
Yes, sir.
Hey, always stay in the faith, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm staying in the face, you know.
Hey, charity, hey, cause a multitude of sins, bro. That's all that matters, man.
Y'all pray for me, man. I keep this smoking in me, man.
So how long you been battling that?
I've been in the truth. I've been trying to battle it, man. But
I'm saying just in general, you've been smoking your whole life.
39 and since I was 20.
So, I mean, we've had bros that, you know, that was a struggle with this. And then when they came to the truth, you know, still kind of battling, you know what I'm saying? But no brother can, we can pray for you, which we will, but that's a battle that you have to overcome at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You have to make a decision in your mind, you know, okay, I know that I'm not supposed to smoke, so you have to start taking steps, you know, to abstain from certain things that may cause you to smoke. You know what I'm saying? You know when you normally buy your packs from, you gotta let it, you just keep driving. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta go to, you know what I'm saying, like a meeting or something, you know what I'm saying? To wean off of it. It's like a real bad addiction. You may have to go to certain meetings or something, whatever you gotta do to start weaning it down so it's not a crutch for you. You smoke every day.
I would say, I just got into it, just not to do with stress or anything like that, right? You're just
It's a lot, you know. And, you know, I mean,
Because sometimes, like I said, sometimes the stress does that,
Yeah.
A lot of people out there asking.
I smoke for over 25 years. 3 packs a day sometimes. And the brother's right. You got to work that out between you and the Lord. You got to pray on him. You know what I'm saying? You got the name, pray on his name. Pray on his name, to help, overcome those demons. Because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just pray.
Yeah, because if we pray, we can pray for you, but you still have to put the work in. It's just like if a brother needs a job, we can pray for the brother to get a job, but he got to get out there and put in applications. He got to have the confidence to sit in interviews. So you got to, muster up the discipline, put the energy, find things. You may have to start going to the gym more. You might have to do things to keep your mind off of it. And if you feel like you have to go, like I said, meetings or, start weaning off of it, you know what I'm saying? Then do that, But you have to take the action yourself. So you got to put forth the action. And that also goes to show forth your faith. You put forth the action, you know what I'm saying? We know it ain't easy, we know it's hard, but you ain't the only brother that's built with it. But action is the first and foremost thing. Just like a brother that may be battling porn addiction, right? You have to put forth the action to, okay, if I know I'm battling porn, let me not look at women on social media. Let me scroll, if I see them scroll fast. Let me put my time and energy into working out, going somewhere else, doing something else, and practice those good habits over time. It's gonna take time, brother. You can be in the truth for 8 years, 9 years, battling the same demon you was battling when you first came in. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be making progress. Now in your situation, of course, like let's say, not everybody's a prophet either. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody is meant to cross over this line and teach. Like if a brother wanted to cross over, we couldn't let him cross over if he was smoking. But you just being an outside believer. Like I said, not everybody's a prophet. You got people that are going to make it just off believing. So you still can be working on that and still be sincere and have faith. But you still need to make sure that you're getting better. That you're not just, if you know you're smoking, how many cigarettes you smoke a day?
less than 1 pack.
Less than 1 pack. So let's say
After about a little bit over 24 hours.
So let's say you do a half a pack a day. This is just an estimate. Let's say you do a half a pack a day. You should be working on cutting that back each month. You know what I'm saying? Each month. You should be making progress. You shouldn't be 5 years in the truth and you still smoking the same amount of cigarettes you was. You know what I'm saying? So it's just the effort you gotta put in. The brothers will pray for you.
Just like us talking about fasting, of course, some of us can't fast like the whole day sometimes, sometimes we got to fast little by little, like I said, it just step, it's like baby steps, just like you come in the truth, you're not gonna learn, breakdowns and this and that, right?
It don't happen right away. It's not like, oh, I'm an Israelite, now I don't smoke no more. That's not how it works. But the Lord, if you sincere, the Lord knows your heart. But now that he knows you're sincere, he wants you to what? Put forth the work, effort. Just like Abraham. Abraham believed, but Abraham had to do what? Abraham had to step out on faith. Abraham couldn't stay in Mesopotamia and just say, I believe. He had to leave his home and show forth that faith. So you got to put forth the work. You got it. That's a spirit.
Well, not that instance, but I've been holding this for about an hour.
Go ahead.
That's a spirit, man.
The book of Romans chapter 10 and I start at verse 15. And it reads, how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring good tidings of good things. But they have not all obeyed the gospel, for Isaiah saith, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, who have believed in our report. Verse 17, this is the point. So then, faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. Yeah, I mean, you have to have faith in what's being told to you, even right now, because through faith are you able to overcome anything. Faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So once you believe that you can overcome this, you know, you will overcome it through the spirit and power of your heart by Shemi Shah.
And do your research too online. Like, you know, look at Google how did other people break the habit of smoking. You may find people online with their testimonies, you know, telling you how they was able to, you know, get off smoking every day, and that can help you too. You know what I'm saying? The thing about, we was talking about it earlier, these smartphones, they're put there for our benefit. You can get a lot of information off of the phone and the internet. So it's people, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people online with their testimony saying, this helped me kick the habit. I took these steps to kick the habit. Do that too, you know?
We got a precept. This is Matthew chapter 17 and 21. It says, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. Right? That's our heavy demon. Smoking demon is a pretty heavy demon for certain people. I even had a smoking demon. I used to smoke mad weed, right? But I ultimately have faith in the Lord that He'll take that away from me, man. And also in the scripture it says, through the fear of the Lord, you persuade men. So I fear that if I don't stop, I'm gonna get put to death on the spot sooner or later. You know what I'm saying?
That's a beautiful point, because if you fear the Lord enough, you'll do the necessary things you need to do to stop it. Now it said certain demons only come out by prayer and fasting. Yeah. Fasting isn't just abstaining from food. Fasting is abstaining from things that cause you to fall. So certain demons, you really have to be in the trenches fighting the demons and abstaining from certain things. I'm not gonna go past this route that I go past to buy my cigarettes from today. And you may have those days where you just don't feel uncomfortable because you ain't. That's what happens when you fast. We was talking about it earlier. If you haven't eaten in a day or two, you feel very uncomfortable. You feel very weak. Some brothers feel nauseated. You feel pain. Your stomach is tight. You're gonna have to deal with physical pain too. But you have to make it in your mind. The brother just said, you feel the Lord enough, you'll start making the steps to do that. You know.
I got great precept.
But we ain't gonna tell. Oh, brother, you supposed to quit immediately, because it don't work like that. That's not how it works.
Because even now, you know, sometimes, you still face our own demons, you know. Like I say, we're not just perfect on camera. You know, on camera sometimes, you know what I mean. You know, sometimes, we fall short every day. But but throughout the week we come here, we get refreshed by the word, man. Which is very important.
And that's another thing too. You got to make sure you occupied in the word as much as possible. Because when you occupied in the spirit, you find yourself not being worried about devices of the world. I made a video like 2 years ago called Crutches of the World. A lot of people, they depend on alcohol, they depend on cigarettes, they depend on sex. They make crutches out of things of the world to lean on. But the scripture says you're supposed to lean on the word. So the more you lean into this, the more you'll find yourself staying away from things that you lean on in the world. So you need to, if you listen to a lot of rap music, I don't know what you listen to.
I'm not too much of a rap man.
Okay, but
like the old school, you know what I mean?
Cool. But whatever you're into, whatever worldly things you watch or whatever, if you find yourself more into that, and you ain't, been reading enough or watching the videos enough, abstain from watching the worldly videos or the worldly musical. Abstain from that and lean more to the truth. And that, especially with a demon like that, you should be leaning more and more into the word even more, because you need that spirit to fight.
Oh yeah, I just want to add on to what you were saying, because also, wisdom now should be that time, so you got as much information as you can as well. Because I just want to add on to his point, because like you said with the crutches thing, because when Jacob's trouble hit, you're not gonna, like I said, a lot of people devices, they're not gonna rely on the devices because everything's gonna be taken away. Just like once it's 7-Eleven, getting everything that you want convenient, it's not gonna be there no more, man. And I don't think that's gonna rely on us. It's having that word that's in that's in our minds.
That's a beautiful point, because the time that's coming on when society collapses, it ain't gonna be no buying cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So either withdrawal anyways. So it's better to get yourself acclimated now.
Yeah, just get what you can instead of waiting at the last minute. And I'm not saying it's not bad on too, but well, how you say it's going to be more easier than it is now than later, so to speak.
So that's a very good point, huh?
Because you got a demon on you. I'm not saying that you're not going to make it, but you're going to have a much harder time fighting that demon, so to speak.
But see the difference between you and a nigga in the world though is when Jacob's trouble comes and he's addicted to cigarettes, he has nothing else to lean on. You have Yahweh Shai. So you have a way. That's why I said not everybody's a prophet. You could just be a believer that's, the Lord is working with you through your journey to help you get salvation. So don't think you gotta conquer that demon today, but you need to take the necessary steps. Pace yourself and make progress. Monitor your progress. And don't convict yourself to the point, I'm wicked because I keep smoking. Don't do that. Because we're coming out of a very dark world. You got brothers that was in gangs. You got brothers that did a lot of Paul. You know what I'm saying? Paul himself, he was at the stoning of Stephen. He was putting the saints to death, and he was allowed to be converted. So don't convict yourself and say, I'm a wicked person, if you know that you sincere. You up here giving brothers water. You know what I'm saying? So I know you coming from a sincere place. So don't break yourself down like that. Just rehearse, work,
Repetition is key.
It's like when you go to the gym, you ain't gonna be throwing up 300 pounds on the bench press as soon as you get on the bench press. You gotta gradually work yourself too.
I ain't been there in years.
It's a progress.
It's a thing we should start doing as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is for edification purposes because you just don't limit yourself to what you're going through right now. Because you can also apply this to food, being able, to fast, go to smoking fast. You know what I'm saying? You're working in the morning, I'm pretty sure you got your car keys, your house keys. When you get back, you walk out the door. And if you don't have a pack, it's either in your car or wherever, you know what I'm saying? Work on leaving that behind. You know what I'm saying? And when you're driving from point 1 to point 2, you might have a spirit jump on you to say, hey, you want to because normally on your way into work, you do. So like what the brother is saying, try to avoid things that will put you in that situation where you crave it. You know what I'm saying? And over time, you overcome that demon through prayer and fasting.
Right.
Prayer and much fasting, and that's real deep, you know what I'm saying? Because you can fast from smoking. You know what I'm saying? That actually help build your spirit. Because with that, you learn how to build on, like how to fast with food, how to fast with water, how to fast with sleep, how to fast with multiple things that's going to see you through the time that's to come.
And it builds a discipline up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I had a major demon that I struggled with. And when I finally conquered it gave me the revelation, like, wow, I'm actually able to do it. So when you do it, it's like, wow, it's possible. Because when you're in it, it's like, damn, I don't see how I'm going to break this shit. Like, I want to, but I don't see it ain't happening. But when you actually do it, when you're making the steps, when you say, okay, now I'm going to make the steps. I'm going to find something that can help me ease off and wean off. And to the point I don't need it at all. When you finally do it, you say, wow, it was actually possible. And like I said, you have the names. You have the truth. So you already have a head start above somebody that's in the world and they don't have nothing else to turn to. The nigga in the world, he don't have nothing else to turn to. So when he gets stressed, he lighting it up every time. So he's doomed.
That's a question.
Of course.
I want to get y'all rights out. Some y'all know. I ain't trying to interrupt the video or nothing.
This is what we out here for.
This is a listen situation, right? I just got my own house. I got my own house, man, 13-year-old. So I had a cousin call me from North Carolina. She ain't got nowhere to go. She was staying with my family member, but it was a lot going on with them. People don't they not as clean. She got 2 children, one 13, one 15. Both of them were almost 300. And they real heavy eaters. Real to where they eat up most of the food in the house. So now, my baby mama, we had broke up. I told you that situation a few months back. We broke up. She wanted to go out there and do her own thing. She don't want to be with me no more. Because, being the truth, she said I changed because I've been in the truth. So she go out and try to be on her own. Make plenty, she get the government checks, she about 3, 4 of them, so she get plenty of money. Well, I can do it all by myself. She go out there, dealing with the same people. They take her money and kick her out, So now, she ain't got nowhere to stay, Every time they get into it, she can call her folks, be on the phone with the drama. But nobody's never giving her that helping hand, letting her stay, or, they always there to hear the drama, but they not,
There to help her.
So, yeah, not helping. So, I let her come there too. So, I'm in a 2-bedroom with 2 families, 3 families, It's me, 2 females, and 9 children, and, trying my best to look out. You know, my baby mama did, she real rebellious. You know,
See now, so I gotta stop you right there. Now, that's your spot, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so you as the man, you automatically the head of that whole situation because you allowed them back. Right? Now, you didn't have to allow them back. You made that decision to allow them back. So, first and foremost, they should be obeying what you say because it's your house. You just said rebellious. When it comes, I can see where you're coming from. You care for them. But there's situations that happen where sometimes you got to just cast people off. Now, if she's rebellious to the point where it's harming your growth in the truth, and it's harming, you as a man, what you got to deal with, you may have to just kick her out. Continue.
Then when the first time we broke up a few months back, she wanted her sister come to find out she got some guys she talking to in prison. Like, I said, out of all the guys out here in the world, you want to go talk to some guys that's in prison. You know what I'm saying? Sending them food. We're not together, but baby mom, she got 3 kids, so I'm still trying to look out. Sending them food, putting money on the phone, this and that. But you still expect to stay in my house. She keeps saying this and that. I'm just telling y'all, so, I tried to put her out yesterday. She didn't want to leave. Try to put her out today. She don't want to leave. But like I tell her, she keeps saying, oh, you cheated on me. Oh, you did this and that, this and that. I went my way because I wasn't happy with her. She wasn't love. You know how the women, the nigga woman, they ain't doing what they supposed to do, but they always playing victim. That's what she do. So
that's why you don't go back and forth with a woman. Now, you say you try to kick her out and she didn't want to leave. Look, you got to give her an ultimatum. Either you going to obey how I want my house ran, what I want you to be doing around here with our kids situation, or you got to go. If she don't want to go, then you may have to get the authorities involved. Just keeping it as real as I can keep it with you, because that's your abode. That's you coming into the truth. You have to be focusing on your salvation at this moment in time. All that shit is extra shit. Just keeping it real with you. That shit really don't even fucking matter. You need to be worried about, your journey in the truth. So you got to worry about taking care of your daily bread. You got to still work, and then you got to work on yourself as a spiritual man. You ain't got time for that extra shit. So if they're a hindrance to that, they got to get to hit the road. And the scripture say you only allow a woman to be with you if she dwells peaceably with you. If she's not dwelling peacefully with you, you got to get rid of her. And you're able to do that because that's your spot. You're not in her spot.
Yeah. And then the situation too. This is just from my experience. I'm not saying take away what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, bro. I think that too that you're kind of a little bit. I would say too nice, too forgiving. I think that's something. This is my opinion. Maybe something to do with the kids. You don't want to go homeless and all that stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think that's the case. I think that, and also you're too nice, but. That's why she's able to take advantage. That's why when she say I'm leaving, coming back before doing all this, and you should just. Scripture says, let your yays be yay and nay be yay. You gotta think to yourself. Sometimes you just gotta do it. Like the brother said, like you say, don't forget, you're in charge, man. But like the brother said, go ahead, write yourself.
Yeah, when I tell her something, she get real based, talk all this stuff. Like we be on one subject, she go to 20 other subjects. I'm like, you really showing me how you feel. Just because I say something, you really showing me how you feel. Like I today, why should I care about you and yours? At the end of the day, I'm just worried about me, my 3 children value. But you got 3 other children that I raised, that, she done rebelled them against me, So they here, they there, but she bipolar, she got plenty of demons on her. Well, I know for a fact, I've been in the truth. Since I met her, I stopped eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, it's a lot I don't do anymore. A lot of things I don't do because smoking demon and
And I'm gonna tell you that right there is not gonna help your smoking.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's gonna keep that lit because you're dealing with that stress. So, brother, it's gonna get to a point where if she say, well, I'm taking the kids, you're gonna have to let her take the kids because part of this truth is also leaving your family behind.
I got partial custody of them. I just want partial custody over in November. Like we were going, I ain't trying to say anything. We were going through relationship, breakup, custody, all that. And it's crazy how she did all this to me. And how about you? How should I send her right back? You feel what I'm saying? I can do this and that by myself.
But
that could be right back there with me.
But see, that could be a test for you of your faith. What are you willing to give up for the Lord? What you got going on between your relationship and the Lord. The Lord will bring something back into your life, but that could just be a test for you to overcome. He may see how are you going to handle the situation. Are you going to let it destroy you? Or are you going to man up in the faith and say, you got to fucking go because you're hindered. She got to go.
See, but so you have to deal with her as if you're a judge. You're the judge in your house. You know what I'm saying? About you being in the truth. you should have a certain level of understanding on how to deal with certain things in the scriptures. Like how did King David handle his wives? You know?
Put her away. They had sex with her. They didn't know children.
So you know that. You know that. You know?
I read,
He had a rebellious woman.
But the thing is, though,
he's talking crap.
yeah. But the thing is, though, you gotta put it into motion, though.
Right.
You know, now, I'm saying, you know, now it's your turn to make the decision.
Right.
It's your turn. You know. That's all I'm saying.
You're right. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal righteously. Well, you have to deal with them as if they're children.
Right.
That's what they are.
So I tell her, child.
You know, they need direction, but if your direction isn't solidified within your house, then it breaks down.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
then it gets to the point where you're not able to regain what you think you should have or what you once had. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
right.
Don't worry about what she do. Worry about what you do. Because if what she's doing causes you to go off and smoke,
You're gonna destroy yourself.
then you know, then you're gonna always have that demon on you. Why? Because you're dealing with that demon and not concentrating on the spirit.
You know, one demon bring more,
That's-
seven more.
Yeah.
And that's
Beautiful
why.
point, brother.
Yeah.
I
And
dealt with it. Trust me.
and that's why you're here right now, speaking to us, man. You know, like I said, you came up here for a
Yeah,
reason.
you got the wisdom.
Yeah, so
what
there you go.
Now it's your
What you
decision to do it.
She look at my wisdom like I'm crazy. Oh, you this
Well,
and that.
Don't worry about it.
I
Don't
know,
worry
I know,
about it.
I'm not worried about what she's saying, but you know, I hit her with it like this one. I'm telling her, you can't, come on, man, you can't be here disrespecting. Then, you know, she's trying to make me lose my house, this and that, trying to let me run off. I'm like, man,
Just don't explain it to you. It's either just cut it off right then and there.
cut her off. I said, you trying to do this now, I gave you and your kids somewhere to stay with nobody else gave you. You know, I told her she gotta go.
See, but
Trying to linger around.
sometimes the wisest thing you can do is just not say anything.
Don't say anything.
You know, you already know in your mind.
What's the right thing to do?
Right.
So you explaining something to her. She's not an idiot. She knows that she's taking advantage of you. The scriptures tell you how wicked a woman is.
Right.
Right? Solomon said he had 1,000 wives, and not one of them was righteous. So you can explain till she's deaf. All she's worried about is herself, what she wants.
Her own preservation.
And you can't deal with that with what you got going on right now, especially in the times that we're in. So she got to hit the road.
Gotta hit the road.
She got to hit the road.
Because it's just not you, because like I said, because you know, men, it's not you, but like I said, men have been so weak to the point that they have no authority because they've been brought so low that they've been giving these women a pedestal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, and no, yeah, not you, but I'm not talking about them. That's why you know, that's why these women run over these dudes, man, because
Yes.
they have no integrity, they have no self-respect, you know, they have low self-esteem, and that's why these women run over these dudes, man. I see it all the time, man. That's why I'm glad call y'all about your shop, man, because you know you brought us into this truth to make us men, man. You know?
Can I say one more thing?
Word.
Like, you know, it's like she's trying to be like her sister, so trifling. Ain't trying to take nobody business, but this is how wicked it is. Her sister dealing with her brother. The dude she was dealing with her brother come home from prison. She started having sex with him, kicked the other one out the house. Then she dealing with the brother that came home from prison. Her baby dad ain't got nowhere to stay there. He's staying there with her. And she's still trying to get back with the brother. And my baby mama see all this stuff. She see her cousins, what they doing to their men. She see how their men simple. And she think I'm supposed to be the same when I tell her I'm a man. I'm not going to simp like that. That's not me. I'm not these guys in the world. I'm different. That's what she not understanding. You can't give me the same love.
You told her, well, now you got to show her. She'll
Yeah.
understand perfectly. When you kick her out, and she don't know, then she'll understand. Damn, he's really meant what he said. As long as she's still able to stay there, she'll never fully do it.
That mouth is whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, he
How
said
you
he
know?
was gonna put me out,
But I'm
he
still
took me
here.
back.
Yeah, God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You do it the next time. Okay, this next time, I don't know.
Don't let her go.
Stick to it.
And don't think about it. Don't think about it. Please don't think about it after you do it.
You
Don't
need
think
to be
about
thinking
it.
about them cigarettes. That's what you need to do.
Right.
You're right, brother.
You're
You're
right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're entering a time where, you know, that demon, Salakia, women are going to want to cleave to you because of, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but women are going to want to cleave to that which they know is safe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the time is coming where these women are going to want to cleave to a man that was a provider for.
A help, a support,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go to the first one that always calls them back.
Hey,
But see, you're not the man that she knew in the world, and that's
Right.
that's the thing. You changing into a new man, so she don't know you, and she don't realize that you're changing into a new man. But you gotta show her that by kicking her ass to the street.
And trust me, she'll appreciate you, you know, latter end because, you know, what they say, to really appreciate somebody,
they gone.
and they're gone. You know, even I learned that.
I don't know what you got to do.
So we gonna wrap it up. You know, brother, you take that wisdom with you. You know, and whenever you got any questions, you know, when we out here, and if you need to vent, you know what I'm saying, if you need to come out and be like, man, I had a bad week with the city, just let us know. That's what we out here for, you know. So hey man, we're gonna turn to these, give all praise and glory. See ya.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Belongs to the other courses of Great Millstone, Shalom to the Open Lake, the Wolf of the Wall,
Walk on the ball.
Kwame Shola,
Kwame Shola.
Shalom.
Shalom.
We gonna eat some cheeseburgers.
Brother just said, what we